And we're live.
I mean, we are live, but I believe that there won't be many viewers currently.
Yeah, but
Ultimately, there will be like a ping to be like, hey everyone, Gameboy live now. Join Gameboy, the best Tetris version ever.
Let me make an
two-player Game Boy actually.
That's good.
People.
Hello.
Okay, so
hello.
like people here at least are very enthusiastic about this tournament. It's a two-player Game Boy Tetris, so it's a bit different from the regular one-player.
Yeah, you could say it's like a battle.
So you connect the Game Boys via link cable. And then it's a head-to-head match where you send garbage to the bottom of the opponent's stack.
Alter, what the fuck sind am Spielen?
Warte, das Match schon losgekommen?
Ja.
Oh, sorry, I didn't. There was no counter, I didn't expect
Okay,
the match
we
to already
have
start.
Mark
Okay.
versus
So the match
Richard.
actually has started. I was like, oh yeah, we're still in the warm-up, but apparently the match has started.
Der Counter hat uns verwirrt.
Germany and Colombia
Oh, lol.
versus
I
Melly
guess
and
that makes a bit of
Bertrand.
sense then. But pay attention to my voice for that stuff, please. But okay, happens. So we're actually live. I didn't know that. Live is in the matches have begun.
They have.
They were like, okay, we're doing the stream count on 3, 2, 1, that we start the stream, and then they started their match.
Oh. Ah, okay, that was our fault then.
Yeah.
So Melly Switzerland and Bertrand from France.
Yes, as well as Mark from Germany and Richard from Colombia. I believe you haven't introduced them. If you have, I didn't hear it. And the first game was already over. They went in favor of Markio.
So as you see, it's a best of 9, I think. You need 4 hearts to advance.
That's best of 7.
Best of 7,
Yeah, best
okay.
of 7.
Okay, that makes sense. So 1 heart for Mark and 1 heart for Melly.
Yeah, exactly. Wait, 100 for Bergtroll.
Wait. Oh yeah, Bertrand, sorry for the misinformation there.
Does happen to the best of us, like you, for example. But yeah, we just do some explanation here of the Game Boy stuff. So, you can send garbage as well. As you can see now, Mark sends a bit of garbage to Richard, and Richard is like, okay, the garbage is in column whatever it is. That's also why Mark is looking at the screen here. Mark likes sending garbage as the first player, because then he's like, okay, the garbage is coming in column 59. There's no 59.
Yeah, no, there's not. But the garbage always remains in the same column for
Yep.
both players for the same game.
Yep. So if you send garbage and you know it's coming, for example, in number 10, then you know, okay, it's in 10.
Exactly. And it can only ever be in the even columns.
Yep. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
Exactly. So left well as preferred usually for Game Boy is not really a good option here because there will never be a well on the left. So you would rather go for a center well.
I
Or-
guess technically there is if you manage to win before your opponent sends any garbage.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But that just doesn't happen.
So the second thing is you have 30 lines to clear in order to win. So either you get the 30 lines first or your opponent top outs.
Yep. The top out might happen on Richard's side, as we can see. It's
Let's see,
quite
let's
high
see.
here. Mark is set up for a triple. A triple would probably kill Richard, and here's the garbage to Richard, and Richard tops out. So we have now seen the top
Oh.
out method performed by Mark on Richard, which means Mark is now 2-0 against Richard here. And in the bottom match between Melly and Bergtroll, we can see Melly being quite high, but set up for the Tetris, just waiting for the bar here. And here's the bar, and Tetris to Melly. One more single does it, and here's the single. And the second type, or like the first type, just getting 30 lines.
Okay, so we have 2-0 Mark against Richard and 1-1 Bertrand Melly. Is that right?
Yeah, something like that. It's 1-1 exactly.
At least it shows that. So, so let's see how the rest of the match here pans out.
We can see Richard now being 3 high due to the garbage that Mark sent. So Richard is going to do a bit of digging here. And yeah, Mark is set up to be open here, and kind of 4 is open. Only gonna send a double and triple now he's gonna set up for the Tetris.
Oh,
Which does immediately
That
throw Richard out.
that was a quick game by Mark sending garbage over and over and over. That's crazy tactic, but it works quite well for Mark.
And as far as I know, Mark is the current Game Boy Battles World Champion.
That's true, yeah. For CTEC, that's true.
And CTWC is basically the Game Boy Battles World Champion. So
Yes.
You could, like,
You could argue, yeah.
there's
I mean-
no other big event. So it's the World Championships. Well, there hasn't been so far then. Maybe we can rename CTWC Paris to CTWC Gameboy Battles World Championship Finals Epic XXX. Whatever. I don't know. I'm not into naming. Yeah.
So one other thing to mention maybe is that on the left and the right, your stack can actually go beyond the play field and you won't die.
What's also important to mention is that the pieces don't spawn at 0 height like they do in NES. They spawn too low.
True, yeah.
And Melly's in a lot of trouble topping out here, which means Bergtroll gets the advantage 2-1 Bergtroll. Marcus is being a bit high, but he's able to burn down a few lines. They're about halfway through the game, the bottom people. And Mark getting the next bar into Tetris, into catapulting Richard a bit high, but Richard is able to get open.
Maybe something to say about Melly. She's from Switzerland and not that well known for people outside of Switzerland, but I can guarantee you she's a monster in the 2-player versus game in Game Boy Tetris. So you better watch out for her. She is very, very good at that. And I would be surprised.
One line for Mark, and Mark does sweep Richard.
Oh, crazy. Yeah, but Mark is the CTEC champion, so that was kind of expected, but very sad for Richard that it went so quickly.
Yeah,
GG's to both players still.
So the first match is over. I'm not fully sure what you do here, but I believe we're gonna wait for Melly and Bergtroll to finish their match as well, and then we're gonna start the next set.
I guess so. I will be in the next set actually. So I will be Tolstoy for those who don't know who's speaking here. Oh, what happened? Oh, Bergtroll popped out.
Apparently missed.
Okay.
Oh, beloved.
That is exciting.
Okay, so quick question to Tony.
And you can see on the tables now there are plushies. This was Mark. I don't know what he did there. So you see a Blahai and for the...
Are you ready? 3,
Sorry.
2, 1.
For the...
And it looks like we're switching to the 2-player scene, which means we have Melly at the bottom, at the left, Bergtroll on the right, and we see them in all of their glory here. Yeah, 29-29 that just started this game. We have the garbage in column number. I will not spoil it for Bergtroll.
No, don't do it.
I will only say it once he gets some garbage as well. But
Good,
yeah, Melly is set up for the Tetris, just waiting for bar. Should probably take a triple, getting the Tetris for Melly. And now Bergtroll does know as well that the garbage is in column number 2.
Exactly. So let's see. You never want to clock the Tetris well or the garbage well too much. So let's see.
And Bergtroll is quite high. He is gonna get a triple, which is quite a bit really high. Still can get the pieces everywhere. But if Melly is able to set up for but Bergtroll, no.
Spawning height might be a problem.
Okay, still in.
Oh, there's nothing I can do.
I believe if he placed that to the left, the first LPs, could have done the second and got like a triple.
Probably.
Yeah.
Sounds about right, yeah.
But it's now match point for Melly.
Okay.
The players are ready, so let's do
Okay,
the
they
match
are.
point for Melly.
So one thing also to mention, there is same piece sets, and they were there from the beginning. And how that works is really quite funny because there's the Mario Game Boy and the Luigi Game Boy. And the Mario Game Boy is kind of like the Master Game Boy. They called it like that in the 80s. And that generates the pieces and sends the pieces over before the game begins. 128 or something pieces. And then the other Game Boy receives, and that's why there is a delay before the game begins.
So out of curiosity, is it possible to play the 60 lines and using all 128 pieces?
No. Wait, it's actually 256. I said it wrong.
Oh, okay, 256.
No, it's not possible. I calculated it at one point and it's not possible. So you have more than enough
Because there's like
pieces.
128 is quite high if you don't send any garbage.
Yes.
If you only single, I was like, oh, isn't that like... But no, 256 out of reach.
Okay, we see a bit high stack
But
there.
we do see a Tetris and a double, so a bit of
Oh,
garbage here.
okay. And the well is open for Melly, and she gets... Oh my gosh, that's...
One small thing that we don't see here on screen is, next to your playing field, you have like this bar that shows how high your opponent is in the stack as well.
True, that's something that we could add. Oh, nice.
That was high in danger. Okay,
Oh,
it's getting
oh.
single, but
Oh.
there's the Tetris of Melly.
Oh,
and
great. Melly.
wins.
That was a pretty intense game.
Back to 4 players, please.
Yeah, so we're now in quarter 2.
So I have to
And
leave you.
We'll switch over.
Jacob, thanks for letting me comment with you. I give
Thanks
you
for
the
joining.
microphone.
Okay, so Laura, find the next person who wants to join, and
First, then the animation comes, and then I can switch. That's perfect. Thanks.
so let's see who might wanna join commentary. Gunther is talking. Mark probably has more important stuff to do. Tony, so Tolstoy is now playing. I believe Tony is busy with the stream stuff.
Yeah.
So I guess there's no one to jump in commentaries for this round, which means all of the proper knowledge of Gameboy Tetris is now gone, lost forever, or until Tolstoy has finished playing at least. Unless Tony wants to join, but I said you're busy doing the stream.
Now I
You have more important stuff to do.
After this, I have to play, and
Yeah.
then maybe.
Okay. So now let's take a look at the players. It looks like Tolstoy, Zudu, Pascal, and Johan. I guess it's Johan are all here. So we have Tolstoy from Switzerland, Pascal from Switzerland, and Zudu as well as Johan. I'm gonna pronounce him German from now on. Being, of course, the second French player. So we have Switzerland versus France. Let's see how that matchup will go here. As we are, I believe you are ready to play. So, players, are you ready to go?
Not yet.
Not yet? Oh, okay. Oh, there's some slight tech issues apparently, so happens. We know tech issues all far too well ourselves. And there's a couple of people being like, let's go Zudu, let's go Pascal, let's go Tolstoy. Haven't seen let's go Johan, but I'm sure that's also in the chat somewhere. I just didn't see it. Yes, that's what it's saying. Now someone needs to cheer for Johan. But how do I... Is Johan okay? What? Johan. I will try to do it. I'm gonna butcher it, but I will do my best. I mean, as you can see, we also have a bit of a custom ROM here, having the CTWC Paris icon. Also, when we have like the rating screen here, it's like rotating the this here 1980 tag. Okay. There's some stuff that I don't understand, but it looks like the players are in the process of getting ready. Looks like they're ready. So players, are we ready to go? I heard a yes, so I guess that means 3, 2, 1, battle! And here's the like 1 second delay that Tolstoy talked about, generating the pieces. And it is 39 here for everyone. Tolstoy either going for the twist threat, or which is more likely having a small misdrop. And he's getting spin double tuck. Nice done here by Tolstoy. And Zudu got the first Tetris, which means Tolstoy does now know where the garbage spawns, but Tolstoy is also really high. I believe missed that spin here. Okay, that spin doesn't work in Gameboy, so he just wanted to play some NES. Yeah, Tolstoy is really high here. Oh, he doesn't get the bar where it needs to go, which means Tolstoy tops out at 25 pieces, lines, and it is 1-0 for Zulu now. Yeah, the first Tetris just put Tolstoy into too much trouble here. And currently, Pascal and Johan, I believe it was, are now at about the half. And now in a 1-0 for Johan as Pascal just topped out. So at the top we are in quite the troublesome situation here for Zulu at 19 lines, quite dangerous in stack height, getting the next Tetris, and that puts Zulu out of the game and a 1-1. In the bottom you can see the garbage is in 2. We have a we didn't have a Tetris from Pascal, instead Johan got his, and now Pascal does get his, which means we now have Pascal in quite the troublesome board here. Is open. Perfect. Could go for the next Tetris when the next bar comes. Johan is currently closed. Goes for a cleanup triple, which puts a bit more in the stack of Pascal. Pascal closed the left side. Now needs the bar for the right side. Is Tetris ready? But the bar does need to come soon for that. Okay, he closed for some burns. He is open on the right side once again. And here's the bar into only a triple now here for Pascal. And that is enough to put Pascal out and Johan in the game. So it is now 1-1 between Tolstoy and Zulu, as well as 1-1 between Pascal and Johan. Yeah, in this third game between Tolstoy and Zulu, we can see Zulu in a bit of a troublesome pot. Tolstoy tried to go for the column 10 where I was like, yeah, let's do it, because it's like the best guess you can do. And yeah, it's also the easiest to build for. But Zulu is pretty high here. There's like 1 or 2 bad pieces that would be enough. Of course, a single line from Tolstoy would also do it. But Zulu is fighting. She's going for a few burns here to stay in the game. Left side is pretty much inaccessible now. But she does get the bar over. But yeah, no, that's it for Zulu. Zulu tops out. And we have a 2-0 for Tolstoy. And the bottom also 2-1 for Tolstoy and 2-1 for Pascal. So it looks like the Swiss players are doing well here in this game. And we have started game number 4 on both sides now. So I love to see how we are pretty well aligned here in terms of the progression. Also, you can see a bit of red plushies here on the table on stream. These are Paris 2024 Olympic Games plushies. Because as you probably remember, last year the Olympics did happen here in Paris. You can see Tolstoy being really high here, but getting the next bar into Tetris. We can also see Johan betting pretty high, but also getting a Tetris in, which now puts Pascal in a high situation. And next side is to Zulu, as well as the Tetris now to well beloved 2-2 has just started. And we can see Tolstoy winning 4-1, which means Tolstoy now is in the top 8, while Pascal and Yuan are now in game number 6 next with an advantage for Pascal. So Pascal manages to win the next game. Pascal is also in the top 8.
Yes.
Hello Tolstoy, I saw you here, so let's do number 1, number 2, number 3.
Oh, I'm back. I'm back in commentary. How would you let me back?
I mean, you have much more Game Boy knowledge than I do.
Your knowledge about Game Boy is actually pretty impressive, I must say. So we have Pascal against Johan. Currently it's 2-2.
2-2, it's 3-1, 3-2, isn't it?
No, it's 2-2.
According to the hearts on top, it should be 2-2. I hope they are.
Oh yeah, no, it's 3-2.
It's 3-2,
Okay,
yeah, I was
3-2.
like, isn't it 3-2 for Pascal match point? Okay, it's 3-2 for Pascal match point.
Okay, 3-2 match points.
So yeah, Game Boy do have the built-in hearts, but because we do some magic stuff, we are using the hearts made by whatever Pascal's backend, I believe. Not 100% sure. But we can see the garbage in column number 8. 12 lines left to go for both players. Both players in a clean position. Slight advantage for Pascal in the amount of lines left, only 10. Johan now closed the world here. Pascal is going for the triple, which means he's gonna have to play 7 lines now.
Very good
Johan has
choice.
a quite tough board here.
Yeah, but he can get out.
He can,
Bad parity though, so it's.
but Pascal also sends a few lines, and that makes it so much easier. Only 2 lines left to go for
2
Pascal.
lines,
Johan
and-
so close to stopping out, and
Oh.
this means Pascal
Okay,
as well
Pascal.
advances.
Oh. So that was pretty intense, and let's see how the other matches go. Do we have a bracket and know who?
Look over there.
Because I was not quite sure, but 2 weeks sounds about right.
Yeah, it's in about 2 weeks, something like
And
that.
Aka2 and now plays on real hardware for that, because there's the CTWC requires you to play on real hardware. So he changed over and looks like he's still as good as it gets.
But out of curiosity, could you use a Super Game Boy and use like the Famicom keyboard, for example? Would that be allowed?
Yes, I guess so. Everything from original hardware is allowed.
Okay, so that means if he wants to continue coding, he can do so.
I'm not sure though if the Famicom keyboard would work with. Wait, it will not work because you need a Super Game Boy, and Super Game Boy didn't have a keyboard. So, but Super Game Boy and Super Game Boy 2 actually are both allowed, even though Super Game Boy 1 has a different different speeds, but still original hardware, so it's allowed.
Does that give you an advantage if you play Super Game Boy because it's slower or is it faster?
Rather disadvantage. I think I didn't. So in Japan there was a Super Game Boy 2 who fixed the issues that Super Game Boy 1 had, because Super Game Boy 1 took the clock from the Super NES and not the clock from inside.
Okay.
So they fixed that for Super Game Boy 2, which is faithful in.
And we have two Super Game Boys in our secondary room.
That's true.
Super Game Boy 2s.
Yeah, Super Game Boy 2s even. The Super Game Boy 2s also allow for a connection via link cable. So you could, or you can actually, for those who are here, play Super Game Boy 2 on Super NES versus mode.
Not sure if that makes sense though, but it's up for the players to decide.
Sure, I mean, why not?
Who trains on that?
People do. I've seen YouTube videos of players in the US who does it, and they're pretty good, and it looks pretty exciting as well.
Well then, maybe for...
But for here, we only see the DMG Game Boy, but that doesn't mean that, for example, Game Boy Color or the Game Boy Pocket and stuff would also be allowed. So players seem to be ready.
As you said, original hardware, let's give us an original countdown. It's gonna be 3.
Oh wait.
2.
1.
Are you all ready? I was like, stop. Okay, so 3,
Okay.
2,
1. Tetris.
I thought I heard a wait, like a stop, something like that, but apparently I misheard it.
So it's a bit difficult to time the thing because the Mario player has to click start or press start rather to initiate the game. So
And probably like when we say 1, he has to press start. Yeah, because of the delay.
yes, there's also the delay. So timing is really difficult there.
Also, if we keep in mind that for online NES, for example, you also have like 5 to 10 seconds delay, so
Yes.
it's much better here.
Real life is always a bit nice.
Oh, Merlin in a bit of trouble here already. He has a few missed drops. It's quite high due to the Tetrisers now, I believe, too, by Shuichi.
Is it possible that we see our first right well in one of the games?
I don't know, but I can tell you that Shuichi will win by only going right well here, game number 1.
Oh,
He
early
didn't get
top up for Merlin.
100% Tetris rate, you could say pace, Shuichi. But this is Game Boy.
I'm ready, yes.
Yeah, so they're ready. They're gonna start game number 2, and at the top we are 4 lines away for Tony to win this final few lines here to play. It's like 3 if I see it correctly. I'm a bit far away. I don't see like the number that nicely here. Okay, now it's 2, and Tony does also win game number 1 against Obelix here.
Yeah.
So they're also gonna start the second game soon.
Something to say about Tony, he has one of the first max outs on Game Boy, recorded max outs, and he's also a very fast tapper, so it's kind of expected that he can finish fast. So the strategy against Tony for me would be maybe
To finish even faster.
yeah, I don't think I can finish faster than Tony or Mark, so you really have to change your strategies to play against these people. It's quite a lot of strategy, actually. More than you would
Talk about strategy. Shuichi is quite high and needs to find a way to get into a nice position
Oh,
here,
oh.
but he's too high, just got thrown out of the game, which means 1-1.
topped out, yes.
Also, Shuichi played well in the first game, but now tapping is getting to him.
Yeah.
Because Shuichi is mainly a DES and NES player, so he's not that used to tapping.
Yeah, I've seen him tap actually, but he says for himself that he's not a fast tapper. So, and Merlin, something to say about Merlin. He came here for the Game Boy tournament, I think, from Belgium. So really cool to see people from different countries coming here, especially for Game Boy.
Ooh, Game Boy! Can you get a Game Boy hard? Hard for Game Boys?
So let's try not to make the players laugh. That's
I mean, so here's my personal opinion. If the players actually listen to what we say, it's their own fault.
yes, true. And if they're confident enough to listen, then they must be good.
Yeah, exactly. So I guess you could say Burden is just showing us how big of balls he has.
Yeah.
I say in German. But Tony is quite high here. Obelix might be able to push Tony out. He's not dead yet. He is actually getting quite low in the stack. Set up for the next Tetris and does get the bar and Tetris to Tony. Tony winning.
Oh, he got the lines. Oh my god.
Got the
I did
lines.
not-
This was like, for Tony, this was either I get the bar now or I'm out. And he
Okay,
got the bar.
let's see. Switch again in a bit of pickle up there, and the spawning height, as you said previously, is lower, so you really have to be careful on Game
But
Boy.
he's now open again for
Nice.
the garbage world. He wants the bar soon. Or the triple, maybe.
Oh,
Maybe for
oh.
the triple. He doesn't get what he needs for the triple. He's currently closed. Right side bar, kinda okay.
Opens?
Opens.
No, it does not open. I was sorry for
Opens
the
now.
But only 4 lines left.
Only 4 lines.
Oh, but
And no, he just got the double. He's still in, but the height is too high. And he goes out.
unlucky there. But that's
And it is 2-1 for Murder.
so. You really have to think about the strategy, and sometimes playing risky might bite you.
And I guess we can do a simple countdown for these
Oh,
players
yeah.
again. So it's 2A,
3, 2, 1, Tetris! Okay. Oh,
Bless you, Tony, bless you. That, of course, does give an advantage to Obelix. So if Obelix wins by like a second, then we know that sneezing is bad in Game Boy Tetris.
that's true.
At least I didn't top out right in the moment of the sneeze. Clip of me doing that.
Apparently, there's a clip of Tony topping out when he's sneezing. So that already proves that don't sneeze when playing Game Boy, and maybe clean your screen after sneezing.
Obelix from France also. I had the honor to play against him. There was not really a big chance in NES. So
Obelix is in a bit of trouble currently. Let's see if he can get out of the situation, or if Tony will be able to kick Obelix out and win 3 games in a row.
let's see. So I don't know about his Game Boy experience.
Shuchi also kinda high. Murder set up for the next Tetris, waiting for one more bar now, and that would push Shuchi pretty close to the stack limit. But the bar doesn't fall down on Murder's side currently. So there's some time left to go here on Shuichi's side to get into a nice position. Now, Murder also getting quite high here. Stack is closed.
Tony, pretty smart decisions there. And Obelix also pretty smart decisions there. Let's hope the pieces are correct. No!
Murder is high, Obelix stops out.
That was sad. That was so
And
well
so does
played.
Murder.
That was so well played by Obelix. I didn't watch the lower game, so what can
What happened basically was Shuichi got high in the early game and was just trying to survive and sent. I didn't really send anything over to Murder, but Murder just got higher and higher and higher. He didn't find the pieces to burn, and then at some time he just tapped out after
Okay.
Shuichi sent some garbage
I
over.
guess-
So let's start the next game in 3, 2, 1, Tetris.
So for those wondering why you can see the screen so clearly, this is because of this kind of capture cardy thing. It's called GB Interceptor, made by Sebastian Stux. Really cool guy. I had the honor to talk to him, not in real life, but via email and stuff. And he made this actually for Game Boy Tetris. So it's an awesome thing to have.
I mean, what it basically is it's a PCB that goes in between your card and the console that does grab the image, or not the image, the data that gets send it to Raspberry Pi, that then emulates and sends the emulated picture to your PC.
Exactly.
So it's kind of like an emulator, but a legal emulator because you don't need any ROMs.
Yeah, it just snips what's in between what's the CPU requests from the ROM, and then calculates the image from that information.
Yeah, it's quite interesting.
Smart AF.
It is. It is.
Okay,
Also,
let's see.
Shoot in the last 10 lines now.
Merlin
Obelix
high up.
getting
Oh no!
Merlin getting out,
Merlin
yeah.
tops out.
That puts Shuichi in 3-2.
How
more
accurate are
game.
the hearts
Ruins.
there? How accurate are the hearts?
I believe they are pretty accurate. Let me take a quick look. Yeah, 3-2. It's 3-2 for Shuichi.
Okay.
So they are accurate.
Gone either way.
And it's 4-0 for Tony. So
Did we see a
and we
sweep here?
switch over to the two players
Okay,
team.
that's that. But yeah, Tony is a beast. So
Let's go.
sometimes it goes like this.
Pascal, two players team.
But still, I was pretty impressed by Obelix stacking there, but
and we are now into the two-player scene here, as you can see. We have Shuichi versus Merlin, currently match point for Shuichi. If Merlin wins this, then we will have a decider, as we like to say. Shuichi skipped the Tetris here.
such a beautiful layout actually made by Lucy. So Frantic Thumb from Scotland, thanks so much. And Tony did a lot of work making it work as a stream, and also Civil, thanks so much for coordinating all the stream stuff. So, what do we see? Just good Tetris, right?
Exactly. Good Tetrises. We are a really high height from Merlin though. Merlin is still in it.
Merlin,
Would need
open.
like 2 lines to get open. 3 lines now.
Awesome.
Nice flat burn, but
Oh,
Tetris
that
for
was-
Shuichi. And this
Wait.
will out maybe?
Wait, oh, nice! Oh my
one line.
god!
No Tetris for Merlin. Both have 9 lines left. 6 lines for Shuichi.
Yes, oh my god!
Merlin's
so
going.
good.
Next Tetris
Oh
for
no!
Merlin is swimming out.
No!
And this means 4-2 for Shuichi.
Oh
And
my god!
Shuichi does win his own match here.
That
Huge
survival
GG to
was
Shuichi.
insane. Merlin, that was really, really great. Kerstin, Germany against Vicky, Germany. Oh my god.
Sibel, are you ready to
The
play?
German women against Gunter and Civil, the Friends. So that's cool. One side German against German, one side France against France.
Your slot, you steady there.
Hello.
Is this mute or?
All right, I can talk.
Do you have a Gameboy?
So it looks like we have a new commentator, right? Is it? I saw the microphone being handed to someone here who's also doing a lot of tech stuff. Is my man Tony. Are you live, Tony?
What up?
What up, what up, what up, y'all? Here.
For the camera.
Oh, I'm on camera. I was told to sit here to see if the camera setting is good, so I will stand up again. So surprisingly, not too many tech issues this time, because if you can imagine that the 1980s technology combined with modern technology like the interceptor and the cables and the cards and everything can lead to a lot of issues. But this time, rather smooth, I must say. I see the Germans, they practice their French, that's good. Appropriation, I guess. Okay, the players seem to be briefed how this will go about. Some of the players more experienced, some rather new, but none of these players are bad Tetris players, so expect good gameplay from here on out.
Have a
Countdown.
countdown.
Tony is back.
All right.
And
Guys, ready? 3, 2,
1.
Tetris.
Tetris. And we're heading off. ITTS. So, I mean, what is there to say at the beginning except for I'm really excited to see the player play. So, Nitzrek is quite well known in the Game Boy Tetris scene. Maybe a bit less in NES, but she has an NES, so watch out for her in the next couple of months or years or whatever. And then Vicky, we saw her earlier on Gunter, everyone knows. Civil also everyone should know because he's a legend.
On the lower match, we actually have a battle of the organizers.
Yes, true.
And we also have to mention for Kirsten, she made it to the top 8 of CTEC 2024. Where she only lost to Alex,
Okay.
the
Yeah.
reigning champion back then.
Like 3 times CTEC 2-player champion Alex H. Someone you need to know if you talk. Oh no, Kirsten! GG's. Oh, on top. Oh, but a nice zone result with the T, but it was too late. Too late. And we hear here coaching from the public viewing.
Very funny.
I didn't know that when you start automatically. Yeah, I thought you back to domain.
You can, I think you can continue whenever you're ready.
Oh,
Yeah, okay.
calm down.
3,
Countdown.
2, 1.
Tetris. So if you press start at the beginning, the game will start, but there's also the option to pause, and that's what we saw here with Gunter and Civil. So everything legal, no problem. There was no advantage or disadvantage for any player, so we don't even talk about this.
Also,
So-
can you tell me what you're holding in your hand?
That's a microphone. Why?
I mean the other thing.
Oh, that's NES control. Why do I have that in my hand? I don't know. I'm quite busy and forget that I am holding stuff. Okay, Vicky already quite high. Right, well, she gets a Tetris. Kirsten knows how to skim.
We have a perfect situation right now. Everyone has the well open.
Yes,
The
that's
correct
rare.
column.
Oh, and Kirsten fired. Oh no!
Oh no! Vicky was used to the NES piece spawns and didn't know that the long bar came one lower. So yeah, very unlucky. So it's 1-1. You can start whenever you're ready.
Okay, they started their next game, Kirsten and Vicky, that is, and oh, Gunter
Gunter.
got the 0 line.
Oh, is that to 0?
So either 30 lines,
I didn't.
either 30 lines or the opponent top out, as we said previously.
You know what we want to see? We want to see a draw where both players get to the 30 lines at the exact same
So
time.
there are 2 very rare endings to a game here. They are when both players top out at the same time, or when both players finish the game at the same time. Then you see only one Mario or Luigi jumping, and that's really cool. We've seen it actually twice at least, and
Yeah.
I heard 3 times in total. So once for the German championships, once at CTEC. Yes.
In a test match.
So that's a frame perfect. A frame perfect thing. So rather rare.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of likely to happen because if both players get long bars, then both get long bars, you know?
True, true.
They get the same pieces. And also, they tend to be ready at the same time.
Okay. On top, again, rather clean, but Kirsten she's just has no mercy, it looks like, but then the guy. They just
Oui, mais je sais aussi.
they just evolved naturally, I guess. It is what it is.
Yeah. I have a question. Tu veux commenter en français?
Oui, pourquoi pas? Pour moi, c'est bon. Nous sommes ici en France, à la France.
En France, je pense.
En France? Ouais. No, let's not do this. We tried,
Okay,
we tried.
let's do German then, because the top match are only German players.
German, okay. Okay.
Better not.
Nee, wollen wir Deutsch? Nee, das wäre.
Nein, das lassen wir.
Das lassen wir. Schweizerdeutsch auch.
Bit quicker.
Yes.
Oh, that's a very bad Z piece for Kerstin, but a very good J piece. Good.
Sheesh.
Yeah, you could say that actually.
Yes. And look at these games. Kirsten just knows
Very
which
nice.
pieces place where. That's insane.
And Kerstin is ahead by 6 lines.
Don't spoil.
Oh yeah.
no, it's
There
just
is no
kidding.
Vicky tops out, so
Oh.
Kerstin has a match point.
Are the hearts correct? Right. We see.
I think so.
Okay, good.
We can check. Should I check?
Maybe. But I think they are correct. Just in case. Okay, and Sivel high up, but opens his well, and it looks. Oh yes, Tetris. And 12 lines against 14 lines left. That was an unfortunate split double,
Also correct.
but nice use of the pieces there to burn or skim or whatever you want to call this. Skim actually.
Oh,
Oh, Sivel.
it is best of 7.
Oh, it's 4.
Yeah. Sivel, you're still in the game. You're still in the game. Okay, and on top, Kerstin again. Tetris ready, gets a Tetris, sends it over. Vicky, Tetris ready, sends it over.
Ooh, this is close.
This is very close and very exciting. I really like to watch.
Unlike the mic to my mouth. Sorry, that was a bit quiet.
Was it? Okay. Unfortunately, we can't hear ourselves, or maybe it's fortunate that I can't hear myself because,
Yeah.
you know, I don't like my voice. But it's not about my voice here. It's about Tetris.
Okay, Vicky.
Oh!
Managed to top out Kerstin, and we have our
Oh,
first decider.
That's not to be mean or anything, but that was kind of unexpected because Kerstin, in my book, was quite the favorite here. But now that I think about it, Vicky has a lot of experience in other Tetris versions, so
Exactly.
Makes sense too. So let's see.
And also sometimes worse players win against better ones because the transitivity is not always given in this mode of Tetris.
Yeah, but let's not
Because
call
it matters-
anyone better or worse, maybe. But I know what you mean. Yeah. It's
Exactly, because this doesn't exist in Game Boy Tetris.
That's true.
Because it matters who you play. Sometimes you always lose against the same person, but that person loses to other people that you win
That's
against.
true.
right?
That's my experience as well. And the skill gap.
Oh,
between...
Gunter!
Oh
Top-
no!
Oh, Gunter won.
Qu'est-ce qui se passait? What happened? Oh. Ah, okay.
Oh,
J'ai mis un haut, je vais pas te le mettre, j'aurais dû juste mettre le haut et j'ai
Top match? Yeah. Wait, we will transition to the two-player scene.
J'ai misplay en fait. J'ai misplay au lieu de mettre le haut, j'ai mis le haut direct, mais derrière j'avais
Okay, now we have the top scene.
et j'ai fait 2 lignes.
I can watch here live. That's so nice to actually be able to watch them live. But I will go closer to Tony. I can...
Non, franchement, je m'en veux parce que le dernier coup, j'ai misplay.
Okay.
Kirsten is very clean. Vicky is very high, and she doesn't get the wrong pieces.
But
She
look-
needs a long bar
Oh
now.
my gosh.
Come on,
Please
give her the
do
long
this.
bar. Okay, there's no space
Oh,
anymore, so
no.
Vicky tops out and Kirsten takes it.
That was so
What a
bad.
match!
But yeah, sometimes that happens.
Great match.
So, we were talking about the skill gap, right? As well. So, skill gap between experienced and inexperienced players is not as big
Yeah.
as with other versions,
It isn't.
which is so cool, in my opinion. So I have to go. I have to pass my mic to someone else. Okay, so I'm not gonna.
Oh, Tony or Tolstoy. Yes, Sivel was asking me like why didn't we try to do it in double elimination? But I think it would have been a bit too tight. What do you think?
Yeah. I would love to see that at one point, but for scheduling, it would make sense to have it like single elimination for.
Yeah, at least for the first year, because we were thinking of 24 players at most. Here we are 16. I'm pretty happy that we got 16.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, we'll have enough time to do like the third place match and everything.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So who's gonna play each other next?
Check the bracket here.
Yes.
Mm.
That's the bracket.
So, Mark against Melly. Who do you think? Mark should be the favorite for this tournament?
Hey, okay, I'm gonna tell you how I see it.
Yes.
Yes, Mark might have the upper hand, but I said it already before. Me as a Swiss, I know how Melly plays, and she's very good at this. So it's
Oh.
gonna be
Tight, yeah.
tighter as one would expect.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Tolstoy and Pascal. Who's the best? I don't know. You're the best, Tolstoy.
Honestly, I would give the advantage to Pascal because he has a
Oh.
lot more experience in two-player, which
Ah, yeah. And you're better
And-
at one player, perhaps. Not one player. CTWC Gameboy. side.
Pascal has also made a huge progress in one player, so I wouldn't even call myself better there anymore.
Oh.
We make only 2-player scene from now on.
Okay,
All right.
two-player scenes
Okay.
only.
Mm.
So
you don't play now.
Yeah.
okay, yeah,
This match.
All right. Yeah, because we have ample time.
Perfect.
Hey, Tony, what do you think of do you think double elimination would have been like too tight? Like Sivel was asking me why not double elimination. I was like maybe next year, but schedule-wise, I don't know if it's even doable.
I mean, we can do it. We have all weekend. We can just skip the other tournament and then we can do it.
Game Boy only? No, but
No, the thing is, we didn't know how many players we would have, right?
yes, yeah,
So we were expecting 24 players,
yeah.
and
16
then
is not so
we
bad.
only have 16 now.
Mm.
But yeah, we could have done something like double elimination, and we wouldn't have needed the flat bracket because the skill gap isn't that big.
True.
So
Yeah.
So yeah.
At least now we can take our time, have one match at a time. You guys are thinking about the third place match as well, right?
We haven't thought about that, to be honest. I don't think there is a third place match.
Oh, even if you have time?
We can have a fun match, but there's no, like, the bracket won't show it.
Yeah, it's fine because the prize pool also goes to the third place of Gameboy. So I was hoping for a third place match for the prize pool. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we have to. Yeah, we have
Let's
to.
go.
make it
Let's
happen.
go. Even if it's not in the bracket. All right, nice. So Tony, who's your favorite? Yourself?
Of course. Yeah. I mean, I want to win, but I mean, Mark is unbeatable basically.
Yeah, Mark is strong.
So yeah, we will see about that. But I actually I've beaten Mark at CTGC 2024.
Ooh.
But that was before he was ever a world champion in
Before
this
he
mode.
became good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because before he dethroned Alex H.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, with this mode of Tetris, we play it mostly in tournaments because we don't practice at home when you're by yourself, except if your name is Millie or Pascal.
Yeah, but there is a way. You told me there is a way now to play it online.
Yeah, there is a link cable adapter.
Yes.
But for some reason we don't use it that often.
But
it works kind of, but not 100%. Like sometimes the lines don't get sent over.
Oh, I see.
So it's not suitable for like real competition.
Not ideal, but just as training, perhaps.
Yeah, definitely.
This is something I'd like to try.
Yeah.
Do
you have the adapter?
No, I gotta buy it.
Yeah. Okay, we would be ready.
Yes.
For
Oh, look at that big thingy flying around.
We have a
Nature.
big insect flying around in the room.
It's not a bee, like a
Maybe we should take it out.
big fly. Eat it, Mark. Eat it. Oh, you dropped a pad. Very good. You should get this pad for our match tomorrow.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Looks
That was
perfect.
my old
Yeah.
one. I had to replace it yesterday. Wow.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
So Jakob, whenever you're ready, we could change
luck,
to the
guys.
two-player scene. We see the people in here. Maybe make the two-player scene.
Do we have people in the
That
chat?
looks awesome.
I wanna check the chat. Oh.
Yes, chat.
Ah. So who's in there? We have a Dr. Mario legend here. Ooh.
We have Frantic Thumb, hello.
Oh,
And MJ.
Yes.
And we have ready players, so we should probably start counting them down.
All right. Let's go.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Top 8 started.
Oh, Paki is in the chat. They are asking Paki about his Gameboy Tetris experience.
Oh, yeah. Legendary player.
Yeah, he won like 3 times? 2 or 3 times, Paki? I forgot how many times he won Dr. Mario. Paki.
Oh, Patrick.
The world champion of Dr. Mario.
It is a game that I'm less familiar with. I tried playing it on Game Boy, but I apparently am not that good.
Really? Oh, I didn't know he had a max out on NES. Where are the qualifier results? I don't think they're public.
We can send a link.
Yeah.
If you let me sit,
Yes,
then I can do it.
Alright, so let's look at the match. Melly barely missed that Tetris. She wanted to put that long bar to the left, but at the last moment she was like, no, let's Tetris. She gets the long bar to the left. Oh no, this is not gonna reopen the well. She's gotta go flat. This is gonna be very tough for Melly. Can she do anything about the right side? No, she's gonna top out. First game goes to Mark. You can see the happy Mario. Oh no, is that Luigi on the left? Alright, Mark setting up on the right side. Melly setting up on column 8. She's gonna take the double. Gonna take another double. I like that strategy. Mark is gonna take 2 doubles as well, it looks like. Let's Doubles galore.
Miss drop for Mark. This is a very bad miss drop.
He's gotta go flat at some point. There we go. And the flat T should... No, it's not a T.
He has
Let's
to take
see.
some burns.
This is very good for Melly. Melly trying to get a Tetris. She's set up. No, she's only gonna score a double. We got the link?
Yes, I
Nice.
pasted the link in there.
Alright.
Oh, Mark had to put the Z piece on a very bad spot, but he's doing a great job of digging out.
He's gonna reopen the well. Now, all he needs is a long bar. Mark is ahead in lines. But let's see if he can with the speed alone. Maybe we'll get a Tetris. Is this gonna kill Mark? Ooh! Oh! Barely
that
could
was very
rotate.
close.
Could barely rotate that long bar.
Yeah, that was super close. But Mark
But
is
Mark-
now in a really bad situation.
Okay, gets a triple. Gets a triple. Only has 4 lines left.
He's been.
Yes. A triple will do it, but he's not set up. Oh, this is complicated for Mark. Melee at
No,
7
he's
lines
getting
left.
the last line, and there he goes.
Oh, GG's Mark.
0. It's incredibly fast, Mark.
Yeah, that was some good survival here.
The thing is that Mark was very high most of the time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he was faster with the lines.
Although he's found a way to keep the well open and score like triples
Yeah.
and
He-
Tetrises.
it didn't look like he would survive this.
Yeah, true. And maybe he was in a pretty good spot, but Mark was just quicker, faster, yeah. Mark, you cannot see it, but Mark is playing on my mouse pad. Oh, you can kind of see it. It's that red thingy under the Gameboy. So he's officially cheating. Oh, he's screen looking. Look at this man's screen look. Screen look
Yeah.
is allowed.
It's always a part of the strategy, you know? You cannot really ban people from screen looking.
No,
because
no, no.
They just see the projector.
True. Maybe some hesitation from Meli. She took the Tetris. She's ready for another Tetris. Still ready for Tetris. She's just gonna take the doubles. It's probably the wise decision here. Mark is taking a single. Mark is getting high, gets the double. Getting the wrong L.
Mark still not open.
But Medi doesn't have a way to send him garbage. One line of garbage.
Okay, Mark is open again. Closed it again, is open again.
7 lines left. Once again, Mark is quicker, faster than Medi.
But Mark's getting the wrong pieces.
Yeah, but he has a clean board. Oh, and Mark is done. GG's.
Wow, that was so fast.
Wow.
Incredible.
What can you do?
Match points for Mark.
Wait. Oh, it's already 3-0.
Yes.
Wow, it goes to. It's fast. That's fast.
Yeah. The thing is, you get to 30 lines very fast. If both players are Tetrising all the time,
Yes.
then they also get readinesses all the time. So you just need a few long bars and then the game is over.
Oh, did you see that misrotation from Mark? But he had the time to rotate it again because it's level 0.
Yeah, but then he just didn't push down all the way.
Yes.
I think
yeah,
he just
exactly.
had the time to release the push down button,
Exactly.
the down button.
But I noticed that at a higher level, we often lose because of the speed rather than the garbage. Like I lost to Alex H 2 years in a row in CTEC, and most of the time it was because he was faster than me.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
So like for beginner players, they often die because of the trash, and at a higher level, it's a real race, you know.
Yeah, I would like to see a study about this. Like we should analyze like how many runs get
Yes.
won
By speed or by
speeds.
garbage.
Yeah, and what influenced that? Probably the level of players. Like
I
the
mean,
level.
I would
of
bet
play.
it's more speed at higher levels, but it's only my experience, you know.
Yeah, and they don't make that many mistakes.
Yes, yeah, and better players survive more easily. Like Mark is surviving at pretty high heights with high boards. Medi is doing great
Yeah,
at
Mark,
the moment.
2 more lines and there he goes.
Oh my
Oh my
god,
god,
that
at
was
least
so
they
quick.
got to 2 lines, but
That was so
still,
quick.
it was an insanely good match.
Jeez.
Very well played, both of you.
Mark really wants that prize pool money from from both tournaments.
Speaking of prize pool,
Yes.
do we have a Matcherino link?
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same Matcherino for NES and Game Boy. Just type the command Matcherino. We got a
yeah,
Matcherino.
there's a link.
Yes, and we still got coupons. So if you guys wish to help us, you can redeem a coupon for free and add 25 cents to the prize pool. 35% of the prize pool will go to Game Boy, and of those 35%, 20% will go to the winner, 10 to the second place, and 5% to the third place. And the remaining 65% will go to NES.
I'm done with Monday for now because I have to concentrate on this stuff.
Alright, Tony will focus on the technical stuff, updating the bracket. I still have time before my match so I can commentate. Let me look at the chat. Where's my phone? Oh, next is Tolstoy against Pascal, so it's gonna be a Swiss matchup.
Je connais pas du tout.
Oh. Okay, okay. Alright, they are ready to go.
Tu rentres devant toi ou tu...
Alright. Yep, you guys are ready. Tolstoy with the nice cap. So let's go. Pumping their fists. Let's go for the first game in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Oh, bad pieces to start off this game. Both players are gonna tuck, and Tolstoy was very slightly faster at tucking. Tolstoy taking... Oh no, my bad, that was Pascal. So Pascal taking... Yeah, Pascal was slightly faster, my bad. And then very different boards. Tolstoy already a bit up high. Pascal taking a lot of doubles. Playing safe. Tolstoy has some garbage. Getting a lot of squares. This is really Game Boy Tetris. With like all those O pieces coming right at you when you don't want them. And Paki in the chat saying brutal starting RNG, yeah. And Hepta saying spinny plushie. Oh, did we see Loai somewhere?
No,
Oh yeah, the French plushie. Yes, the Olympic Games plushies. All right, both players 14 lines remaining, but Pascal with a much better board. Oh, can Tolstoy survive? Come on, Tolstoy. No, Tolstoy is done. But they were actually around as fast as each other. Yeah. Just Tolstoy's board was a bit too complicated to maneuver. Darth Bunny saying great job, Melly. Hepta, I got the confusion because column 4 well is really good in PAL 19 too. Yeah, here what matters is really where your garbage is gonna be. Like where the empty line is gonna be from your opponent. It can only be on even lines if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's always on even lines. So here it's line 4 for both players apparently. Pascal with Ah, it's always the same for both. Okay, I didn't know that. I thought it was a different one for... Alright. So, Pascal with a difficult board. Tolstoy is very clean. Tolstoy hesitating. Oh, that was an interesting delayed burn. Tolstoy is giving a chance for Pascal to survive here. Oh, Pascal, this is tough. Pascal needs a long bar extremely quickly. Is he gonna go for the T-spin? No, he's not gonna set up for the T-spin. Oh, can Pascal survive? Hold on. Oh no, and also you just killed him with that triple. What cameras are being used? Colors look really good, but super crunchy compression. We are using Tapo cameras, Wi-Fi Tapo cameras. You know, the kind of cameras that we use like to check on babies and stuff like that. There is even a microphone on them. So it's not the best cameras, but they are rather cheap, and we don't have to plug them to our computers, which are already like plugged to a lot of capture cards and other stuff. And yeah, it's just Wi-Fi cameras. We don't have such an amazing internet connection as well. That's why the the image might not be of the best quality, but everything is working as of now, so pretty satisfied. Hmm? I'm talking about the cameras we are using. Alright, because we are streaming at like what, 2.5 megabits per second. Okay. Smooth push down tuck from Pascal. Those are pro moves, and oh, Tolstoy is gonna get game 3, leading 2-1. The tables have been turned. Oh, they are speaking Swiss German now.
I told Tolstoy to not make any more Swiss people drop out of the tournament.
I put some Swiss German in your special cartridge, Pascal. You'll tell me if it's correct. All right. Tetris for Tolstoy. Pascal just taking some triples. Now he knows where the well is.
There's so many squares in this game again. So many old pieces.
Tolstoy putting all squares to the right.
Tolstoy could have gotten ready with this J piece, but he opted not to. But it wasn't a bad decision, because it would have been a very
getting
great
crowded. Tolstoy got the long bar, but the well was closed. Alright, Tolstoy reopens the well. He's not gonna go for the triple. What a madman. Complete madman. Oh no, he cannot rotate the long bar! He was like 1 minute too high to rotate the long bar. The board just got up as he got that bar. And we are 2-2. 2-2, and that was such a risky move, not taking that triple, Tolstoy. What a crazy lad you are. Alright, let's go for game 5. Friend Lucy singing oh peace in the chat. Might be easier than trying to lift the push down in the correct time. Yeah, I agree with you, Hepta. It's faster to do it constantly. Alright. Pascal, not with the best setup. Oh, okay, hesitated on placing that piece like in a dirty way. Didn't go for it. Tolstoy could go for the Z-spin. No, cannot go for the Z-spin anymore. Gets... Oh, got the line spin, nice. And Trichi is complaining that Tolstoy is burning too much. Oh, Tolstoy, gotta reopen. This is risky. Okay, 10 lines remaining for Tolstoy. Tolstoy got the long bar. Can he rotate it? Oh no, we cannot rotate it! Oh man! 2 games in a row with Tolstoy not being... Alright, the ROM is broken. Yeah, 3-2 for Pascal. 2 games in a row where Tolstoy was unable to rotate that pesky long bar. That is a close match. That is a close match here. should not have gone for the line spin. Yeah, it was such a cool move. Look at the nice French rooster. Yeah, Tolstoy, you really did great hard work. Alright, let's go match point for Pascal. Tolstoy is gonna try to force a decider. Tolstoy going for the regular left well. Pascal going for a right well Tetris for both players. And it looks like Tolstoy is in a better position. No, not really. But he's uncovered the well almost. Alright. Okay, Pascal has uncovered the well as well. Both players like scoring doubles. Oh! Tolstoy getting that square to the right, barely gets a Tetris, gets a double, gets another Tetris. Tetris for both players. 7 lines remaining for Tolstoy, 10 lines remaining for Pascal. Pascal with a Tetris. Tetris for Tolstoy. This is close. This is so close. Oh no, Tolstoy! Tolstoy, no! Oh my god. Oh, one line left. Oh, and Pascal. Oh no, Tolstoy got it. That was such a close one. No, I looked at Pascal for a second. I thought he won, and no, Tolstoy got it. Oh my god. And monthly Tetris raiding us with 49 people. Thank you guys. Just in time for the decider between Pascal and Tolstoy here. Sheesh. Darth Bunny saying, Tolstoy, you almost screwed it up. Monthly Tetris, welcome in. You guys are watching the Paris 2025 tournament. We had the first rounds of NES, and now we are having the Game Boy tournament, and we will finish NES tomorrow afternoon here, starting 9 UTC, like 9 to 17 UTC. And we are doing the Game Boy tournament today. It's only single elimination in the 2 players mode. And tomorrow we will finish our double elimination best of 5 only NES tournament. So even in losers bracket. And thanks to the Swiss guys, Tolstoy, Tony and Pascal, we are able to host that Game Boy tournament. They are obviously participating as well. And we've got a little prize pool for both our tournaments, and it's gonna go to both players in the NES and the Game Boy. So if you guys would like to help us, you can redeem a coupon. We still have coupons left. It is free and it helps us, and it will reward these players. And as of now, oh, this is not looking very good for Tolstoy. Tolstoy gotta get a long bar to the right. He got that long bar. That left side looked very hard, and Tolstoy is gonna top out. Pascal gets the game and the match. GG's. That was a nice one. Woo. Let's us see the bracket. Oh, and you see the rotating French rooster, our new French mascot, designed by Hydrant Dude. Can we switch to the bracket on the stream? And Monthly Tetris redeemed the coupon. Thank you, Monthly Tetris. And Hepta as well. Thank you, guys. This is little help, but it's good. It's much appreciated.
Test, 1, 2, 3.
Right, so let's look at the bracket. What is it doing? So we're gonna have Mark against Pascal in the first semi-final. Mark is the favorite current CTEC champion in this mode. And on the other side of the brackets, we'll have Tony against Shuichi and myself against... Oh, what's that name? I don't know that player. Kerstin? Who's Kerstin?
Kerstin is there.
Ah!
Hello, Gunther. I'm your
Alright.
I'm your co-commentator now.
Ah, it's Nitstrek in reverse. Alright. What is it, Mike?
I'm your co-commentator now.
Really? Ah,
Yeah,
nice,
for one
nice.
match.
Okay.
So who's playing?
Tony and Shuichi.
Oh,
So your boy against my boy. No, I'm kidding.
who's my boy?
Shuichi?
Oh, okay. If you say so.
They're both your boys. Yeah, Shuichi, your compatriot.
So yeah, Tony is obviously very well known in the Game Boy scene and also a very good Game Boy player. So he's probably the favorite in this match.
I mean, we got raided by Monthly Tetris.
Oh, really? Hello,
makes-
Monthly Tetris.
And it makes me think that Tony is kind of a van dweller himself. Dwelling in your van. Oh, it's your girlfriend's van. Oh, right. But you even got that tiny CRT, like you play Tetris in your van. That's the life.
Yeah, but Shuichi is also no one to sleep on. Obviously, he can be really good as well. I feel like Shuichi is someone who's like, especially in Game Boy, not a lot of people think of him, but he can do quite a lot of damage.
Well, Shuichi comes from a guideline background, and this is kind of like the ancestor of guidelines.
Yes, true.
But even though, like, in this mode, scoring T-spins or spins is completely useless, you gotta go fast.
Yes, like
initial
Static.
Exactly.
But yeah, this might be a very, very exciting match. And I think we are ready. Are we ready?
Ready.
So, we'll start the match. Shuichi versus Tony in 3, 2, 1. Tetris! And both players with different starts already. Shuichi putting the Z to the... I think Shuichi's going for the skim instead of attack to save some time. The double skim, this was perfect. This is a really, really good skim for Shuichi. Extremely smart.
Thank you, Monthly Tetris. Monthly Tetris saying 36 codes remaining, 92 people watching. Let's go, guys. Let's redeem these codes.
Yes, on the Matcherino you can still redeem some codes. The reason why this double burn from Shuichi was so good, because in this game tucking is extremely slow. You don't want to tuck pieces. And the second thing is, in the beginning you want to have a double at least to...
Tony!
Oh no, Tony!
Oh, Tony needs a long bar. He's not gonna get it. Tony's done.
Oh no!
And yeah, you were saying, Mark, that tucks are extremely slow and you
Yes.
should avoid them.
Exactly, and also a single will not send garbage to your opponent, but a double will. So you want to go for a double in the beginning, and Shuichi managed to clear his hole without tucking and get a double at the same time, which is like the perfect setup for this kind of start.
Yeah, that's true. A double sends a line, a triple 2 lines, and a Tetris 3 lines.
Yeah.
So, but you don't actually want to get a lot of Tetrises. You might rather have a lot of doubles and triples, I'll say, in this mode.
Yeah, like you don't want to like hardcore commit to Tetrises.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Monkey
And-
Tetris saying, I love the rooster. Yeah, thanks. Thanks to Hydrant, who drew it for us.
The only reason we have this rooster is because of Monthly Tetris, right? Because they...
No, it's my fault. I shouldn't have kept using the PAL
bear.
French bear.
Yeah.
Bumpy made it originally for the CTM PAL, and I kept using it for my tournament without the authorization. So it's actually a good thing that Van Dweller contacted me so we could clear things up.
Yeah.
You know?
You like stealing things, right, Gunther?
I'm the French scammer after all.
We see Tony's very clean and Tetris ready. Shuichi not quite.
Shuichi barely got that piece in the center of the board. Can Shuichi survive here? This is
Oh,
tough.
yes, so he needs an O or something too wide.
Yes.
Oh,
Shuichi is done. Tony is
Yeah.
such a fast player.
Yeah, also Tony had 7 lines left and Shuichi only 12, so Tony was way faster.
I'd say Tony is the second favorite after you, like in this tournament.
Yeah, very likely.
I'll see if I can
Most
upset
likely.
him if I win my next match.
I hope so.
Win money with my own tournament.
You know, people always ask me like, because I do all the
German
CTG organizing, they
Yes.
ask me, oh, do you make any money with that? And
No, I lose
like,
money.
I don't make money with organizing, but if I win in my own events and get some money, do I technically make money with organizing, you know? Like,
That's... I would say no, because it's...
as a player, I guess.
I'm currently losing money, as a lot of players are losing money.
Yeah, of
organizing
course.
Tournaments. It's tough.
I mean, like, I don't know how big the prize pool will be in the end and how far I will get in the tournaments, but I think even if you win both tournaments, you might end up losing money because the trip is so expensive.
Oh,
Like, you need the hotel and everything.
yeah, that's true. It really depends on... Yeah, we will see by tomorrow when the NES tournament finishes. Oh,
Tony,
Shrichi-
that's
Shrichi
nice.
got very
single.
aggressive. He
Yes.
didn't take the Tetris. That is kind of insane. Shrichi, alright.
I think it was a misdrop, actually.
That would make more sense. But it's gonna turn out okay. Because
Damn, Switch is gonna kill Tony here.
No. Oh, one line left. Oh!
This is what I meant when I said, like, Shuichi is definitely no one to sleep on.
Tsugi saying you can tell he's French by the big nose representing snootiness, like the rooster. Oh my god, I know this guy from RTL. What is RTL? Is it the radio? It's a
It's
radio.
the TV station I was at.
Okay, TV. I know they have a
TV.
radio as well.
I don't know that they have a radio, but if you say so,
I listen to the radio, but
Oh.
I've never watched the TV
It's
station.
a German TV station.
It's a French radio.
Oh, it's a different thing then.
Maybe. I mean.
No, in Germany
it's Luxembourg.
In Germany, it's a TV thing.
Yeah, but
Is it?
It's Radio Télévision Luxembourg. It's from Luxembourg.
Oh,
Yeah. And in France, it's mostly the radio station that is
I
famous.
see. I see. Here it's not here, but
Yes.
where I'm from, it's the TV thing. Okay, but the next match is starting.
Alright, different stacking. Shrichi going for center well, Tony going for right well. Apparently,
And I think Tony is faster, but like Shuichi's modern background definitely
yes.
comes to show here.
Are you saying that Shrichi is smarter?
Um,
I'm kidding. I'm
Maybe.
kidding. Oh! Tony with the Tetris.
Shuichi with what was that? Double or something?
Nah, Shrichi is pretty dumb. Like he's studying math. Like he used to study math, you know.
Yeah, it's pretty dumb. Actually.
Yeah. It's crazy, man.
Oh, nice setup by Shuichi and ready for Tetris.
Alright, Tetris for Shrichi is looking.
Yeah, Shuichi is sometimes playing pretty risky, but it didn't backfire so far.
Alright.
Usually in Gameboy Tetris it will always backfire if you go too risky.
Yes, as of now, Shrichi is faster than Tony.
And Tetris ready again.
oh, dirty
players are like-
Tetris.
Sending Tetris is back and forth, but I think Tony's gonna win with this one.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Alright. That was a close one.
Yeah, he wins by lines, and he probably would have made Shuichi top out of the garbage. So.
Yes. Hepta is right. Hepta saying keep in mind the Bacherino might show your personal info if you redeem the code with your personal account. So yeah, that's something to take into account.
Yeah.
Darth Bunny.
To your personal
Ker-
account.
Yeah. Kerstin is needs strike. Okay, it's needs strike in reverse.
Oh, you're reading old messages or what?
Yeah. I'm not up to date. I'm not up to date.
People are gonna
Rooster
think
saying
the stream
9.
delay is insane.
No. Rooster is very good. Mark is now a TV superstar.
Yeah,
Only if it's
I
really.
am a TV superstar.
Every long bar has a VAT and tariffs. Yeah, we do have a lot of taxes here.
I think we caught up in chat.
You know, in August I went to the hospital like for 11 days and I had to pay 267 euros. That was expensive, bro.
Damn, what did you do at the... I said to personal, maybe.
No. I got my gallbladder removed.
Oh, I see.
That's why I lost all this weight. No.
So you just told everyone, oh, I'm losing weight, I'm doing sports, so it was all a lie.
Are we 5 minutes behind? No, we are just focused on the games.
Yeah.
The only winner is the
Yeah, we caught
airlines
up.
and hotels.
Oh, nice adjustment by Shuichi.
The hotels are not winning anything if we sleep at the venue, which is what a couple of people are doing.
I think hotels and airlines should sponsor these kinds of events.
That's true.
Oh, Shuichi just needs Tetris to win.
Shuichi,
3 lines
come on,
left.
Shuichi.
Because he
Take
can
it. No,
take a
it's not
double and then
triple. It's not a triple.
but
Take the line,
he's
take the
still
line.
gonna be faster. Shuichi wins this
dude.
round by being faster.
Shuichi,
Damn.
match point for Shuichi. That's a
Damn.
surprise. Look at
I
him.
think Tony didn't expect someone, Shuichi, to beat him by speed.
Sleeping at the venue. Yeah, Lucy, you should come.
Yeah, but not bad.
Join us next time. You can sleep here with. You can
Shuichi
sleep
is
here if you
his
wish.
hand is vibrating
We have a
because
lot
he's
of
so nervous.
space at the venue.
Oh, his hand is vibrating because he was stepping so
Cold
fast.
ladder just weights you down. Yeah, it's completely useless, and it almost didn't almost kill me. But if it had happened 200 years ago, you know, it's really stupid. Like some easy surgery nowadays, 200 years ago, you would have died. You know,
Yeah, it's quite funny actually.
it's very very funny.
Yeah, I know. It's like the same if like if you get a cold, it's like normal thing now. Like you get a cold every 2 years or something. But
Yeah,
like a few hundred years ago, people died of colds. You know.
or even tooth decay and.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, let's go, Shuichi. Doing stuff. Same stacking almost.
And Shuichi is probably trying to get the double. Needs S-piece or T will also do.
They're both playing.
Oh no,
pretty
he's going for the Tetris
safely.
because he got some garbage, so he saw where the well is, and he was like, all right, I don't need to
Gotta
go for
Yeah, I gotta bring it
the
down.
safety double.
Mm.
But Shuichi is kind of going aggressive actually,
Shuichi is known as the
But
pace man,
he's-
you know. He's always trying to pace.
and actually I think he's a little faster than Tony.
He started slower, but now he's a bit faster.
Yeah, he's improving while playing in the match. Like-
Yeah, you can see.
Oh, this
him.
is dangerous for Shuichi though.
It's like a Pokemon.
Oh, this is really dangerous.
Oh,
He's
boy.
evolving.
In real time, yeah.
Oh, he needs something for the
Oh,
thing.
that's
He needs a
perfect.
long bar
He
or
needs
something
a
to
long bar
burn.
now.
If Tony sends some garbage, he will
Oh,
probably
there's a long
die.
bar. Oh,
Ah, and we have a
that's
decider.
out. First time seeing Gameboy matches. This is wild by Suzy.
It is wild.
You're playing more and more Game Boy tournaments in Europe. There is
Yes.
the CTWC tournament, the French tournament, the Gamescom tournament,
Yes.
and CTEC, of course.
Yeah, Game Boy starts showing up at like every tournament nowadays. Countdown. Okay, decider countdown.
Decider in. Hold
No.
hold on. All right. They
Tony
gotta
broke his Game Boy.
Reconnect the cable link. CTUKGB hype. Usually the 1v1 matches are not using league cables because they are online matches. Yeah, exactly. This is not the same format as CTWC Game Boy.
Yes,
This is like same format as CTEC.
you can only really play this in real life.
Yeah.
This kind of tournament.
There's a way to play it online, but it's
Yes.
it's not ideal, and sometimes they miss some inputs.
And I think it's not that well available, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I think we're ready for a countdown.
Let's go in 3,
2, 1.
Tetris.
Tetris.
Oh, Lucy saying I'm too old to go sleep at the venue in Paris.
No one is too old to sleep at the venue. And we saw Shuichi could have taken a triple, but he went for a triple. No, he could have taken a double, but went for a triple.
I admire your fortitude. Thank you. Oh, Tony, what is going on? No, that's fine. Is this being upscaled somehow? The capture looks great. No, the captures are like... we are using a device called the interceptor. And yes, it is upscaled. The interceptor is kind of redrawing the pieces. So it's like a device with some kind of Game Boy NES gems in it.
Which is eine Linie.
Alright, Tony with a Tetris. Only 2 lines remaining, 7 lines remaining.
And
And Tony,
I think that's it, Tony got it, nice.
Whoa, got faster on the last game.
Damn, that was very nice.
Let me ask Tolstoy. Tolstoy, monthly Tetris or Tony? Monthly Tetris is asking like if this is being upscaled. Can you talk about the interceptor?
No, it's not upscaled. It's actually redrawing the image on the screen by what's read from the card. So it sniffs kind of the information or the data that's read from the card, and then it redraws the image. So the redrawing is actually emulation, but the game is unaffected. It's a really smart thing. So Sebastian Starks, also called There Ought to Be, came up with the solution. So you can see this one, that's a GB intercept. It comes in many shapes, and because it's open source, you can find it in several shops, or you can make it yourself. So
Yeah, it's
there's
open source. Oh
open
god, I
source,
gotta play.
exactly, and
I
there
gotta play
are
next. Okay.
some that are even less complicated with
Pretty
the
neat.
3D printed stuff. So very smart.
All right, Pascal, you want the mic?
Hi everyone. Where are we?
So, Pascal, hi.
Hi. It's gonna be a
Welcome.
Swiss-German
Wait. Who's next?
competition. Gunter versus Kirsten.
Oh,
Um,
Gunter Kirsten.
Tony, could
Okay,
you tell
this is,
them which side they should pick on?
Gunter, actually the one-player CTWC Gameboy World Champion, the very first one. At the time, for me at least, a bit unexpected, but very deserved when you look back how he fought himself through the brackets. So don't. Gunter is a very good competitive player, right?
Yeah.
And what about Kirsten? You know a bit about her, I guess.
Yeah, Kirsten is a renowned member of our community, of our GB community. She's playing with thumbs, so she's a standard thumb player, but she has really good stacking, and she's playing really fast. Like Chris, she's always pressing down, so she will be really fast in playing. That's why she had such a high seed this event.
Yeah, and also you mentioned thumb playing. That's the regular way of playing Game Boy, and then there's this weird table tapping, right? Either crossover or regular tapping. Same thing with the NES controller, hyper tapping. Rolling, not really a thing yet, but maybe we will see it soon with real hardware. Aka2 showed that, of course, with keyboard it's very much viable. Okay, tell the commentators when you're ready. So, we mentioned already Kirsten playing with thumbs, and Gunter joined the crossover tapping scene. It looks like we might be ready soonish. So also keep an eye on the CTWC Game Boy, which is gonna be like 2 weeks from now. Top 8 event. So the players meanwhile are ready, but the stream still has some issues. But there we go. There we
Right
go.
team, right players. So let's see what they can do today.
Blahai, and on top of Blahai there's the Paris 2024 Olympic weird mascot. I don't know what it stands for, but it looks cool. I like it. A hat! Looks like the sorting hat from Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Bit. Okay, players ready, Blauhai ready, the mascot ready, audience ready. I heard better audiences. I know, just kidding, they're awesome. Let's go!
Let's go! So let's start this. Okay?
Yes.
So it's 3, 2, 1, Tetris! And
Okay, and
we're off.
good openers. At the beginning of the games, there's not much to say mostly until the first Tetris rain in.
Interesting again, Kirsten is playing on the right side, which is actually slightly advantageous here in this game.
But in Game Boy Tetris, the left was better, right?
Yeah, right.
And why is it not better here?
Because the well will only be even columns, so it makes sense to play on the right because that's the easiest way to play for it.
Exactly. And Kerstin looks like she was playing low, so a bit of safety strats there. Maybe not the worst decision. She knows who she's facing against.
But currently has the well closed, so she has to find a way how to open this well, because else Gunter will just push her up. As far as
Unfortunate
he can.
pieces. Unfortunate pieces there. But she manages
And
somewhat
Gunter
well.
is pushing up again.
Oh, nice,
and
nice,
let's
nice.
see, yes!
But still
one
in a lot of...
Oh, those pieces were not nice to Kirsten. It's
Yeah, there were
1-0.
not many things she could have done. These pieces were just not accommodating for her stack, or her stack was not accommodating for the pieces. Let's put it this way. Okay, players ready? You can.
Let's count it in.
Okay, they counted already.
We were too
That's cool.
slow.
So we see Tuck versus not Tuck. So that's the thing about the two S's or two C's. There's actually a way without tucking, right? What Gunter did, and in this speed, which is level 1 speed, tucking is actually a bit difficult because you have too much time. It could come back out of the tuckedness.
So if you don't stop exactly at the right time when pressing down, you still have to wait quite a long time until the piece actually locks.
Ooh, Kirsten getting something I wanted to mention, but maybe not now because the game is quite exciting. But maybe I should keep in mind what I was thinking about. Kirsten is fighting for her life and she gets... Sheesh! Okay, one thing I wanted to mention. If a player sends over the garbage, it's not directly received. It's only received when you place your piece as the one who receives. Then, only then you get it. So you could maybe... Can you use that for advantage?
Yes, you actually can, but you can see it as viewers, because on the left side they have like a bar where they can see what they will receive. So they can use that slightly for advantage.
True. Oh, Kirsten topped out, so
2-0 for Gunter.
2-0. Yes! So the audience is a bit one-sided, but that's okay. Gunter, everyone loves Gunter. So he knows. Yeah, everyone loves everyone, right? Tetris! That's the new motto from now on. So let's see, 2-1.
Kirsten taking that safe double there to open the well, but doesn't get the right piece there, and now has two dependencies which are not so good, but she might get out of it.
That opens at least the right well,
Yeah.
which is not the garbage well, but nonetheless it's a well. But
Where
that
is
does
the
not look fortunate. That's
Come
exactly.
on.
Oh no! Oh wait! Nice.
Nice pieces for Kirsten again.
Okay. 3-0. So we got a match point for Gunter.
And they already started the next game, starting with
Okay, let's
tuck
see.
again. Kirsten does not decide for the tuck.
Let's see. That's
Turn one line.
Can Kirsten get the reverse sweep? Or can Gunter get his point here? I hope that this goes on and Kirsten gets at least one game off Gunter. Very unbiased.
Could you tell us how long it takes for one, if you don't press down on level 0? Do you know how long it takes to get one piece down?
I don't know exactly the numbers, but in my mind it's like 32 frames per drop, right? Something like this. So that's terrible. If you don't push down, then you're just. I actually played a game without pushing down for the qualifier, and that takes 0 minutes, which is 9 minutes plus A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O. That's 19 minutes? I don't know, I'm not good at it. Yes, 19, I don't know. I think
It just takes.
it takes forever. But wait, let's
Oh, that's
Oh, Kerstin,
great game by
Look
Kirsten.
at-
Really fast game.
look at the confidence getting back into Kerstin.
So we want to see a reverse
Okay.
sweep here.
Okay, now we're talking, That's exactly what Kerstin needed. The audience is going crazy, but we love to hear it. As long as it's PG-13.
A lot of excitement here in the audience.
Okay, T-spin, Gunter.
There was Shuichi in the audience telling everybody why, because it's just so slow.
It's not the best choice, but it's the situation asks for it. Let's put it this way. So it's yeah.
It's still better than doing anything else, right?
Yeah. So Kerstin a bit high up.
Kirsten needs the right piece
Yes,
there, but
look
she
at
gets
this.
it. It's
Smart
open
choices, smart
now.
choices.
Then let's see if she can get it down. Yeah, that's the right piece there.
Okay, one more Mino blocking the stack.
Yeah,
The
but
guard.
there's... Yeah, that's it.
Open.
Nice. Now she needs the long bar. Give her the long
Ooh,
bar.
that's dependency.
Yeah, there's the long bar.
Nice.
Tetris, and that might be it. Oh! As we said before, she's a really fun player, so she has a chance to win against Gunter.
Yes. Do you notice a pattern with two-player Game Boy events? People always begin to go crazy. It's kind of really exciting for the audience. More than you would think. That's why it established kind of the two-player mode in Europe. And maybe in the US in the future, if you guys are interested. Would be great to see Game Boy in general more. But we have some US players in the one-player, the CTWC GB. But let's focus on... Oh, look at this!
Yep.
And Gunter a bit high up, but he opens he opens the garbage well.
Kirsten has a clean stack, but not a chance to do Tetris at the moment.
Oh, smart! He didn't go for the T-spin, but ooh. Okay. Sorry, I was talking over you. I didn't mean to.
There's because Kirsten doesn't have a clean stack. Gunter gets enough time to maybe clean up his board. And there was, well, you just have seen the mistake that Kirsten did. It was just that the piece locked to later than she expected, and then you have those mid shifts.
Looks like a suffer stack for both, and that's why both are still alive. Otherwise, but that's the same pieces. That's a good thing. First Tetris game, I think, that had same pieces. I'm not 100%
Kirsten
sure.
there with a really good choice. And let's.
Oh, Gunter doesn't look good.
It's gotta be close. That gotta be really
No,
close.
you cannot open it. There's no way.
But no. What a great game! What a great game! So we have a decider.
Yeah, finally. The crowd is going crazy.
We'll count you in.
See, I was talking about this earlier.
One Tetris.
Tetris. And there goes the last game for these two players. in this match.
The next match will be me against Mark.
Okay, I'm
So
looking
that's
very
the-
much forward to that.
First seed against the fifth.
I heard bad words, but I can understand why they were produced.
Kerstin does not have a fully clean stack, but
Yeah, but
she
look at
probably does not need a lot of
Skimmity skim.
for that skippity.
Okay. She
She's
opens.
still skimming.
One more.
Yep.
Yes, and we got what? Tetris. Okay, very clean stacking by both.
Gonna be a close game.
And I'm really shaking because I'm so excited with this game.
And we are not talking too much because we are watching the
Yes,
game here
yes,
because
yes.
it's so interesting and so close.
Yeah,
There's
that's-
8 lines versus 10 lines. 8
Nice.
lines. There's like 4 lines now for Kerstin, which should be possible.
Oh, good.
She should really do those two.
Okay, wait.
There was a clear
There was a
win
malfunctioning.
and a malfunction as well.
Malfunction. What happened?
Her Game Boy turned off when Kerstin's Game Boy turned off when she got the lines. So she gets the point. Kerstin wins.
Oh, she wins. Oh, nice. So Kerstin wins officially.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Congrats to Kerstin.
Congrats. That was a very exciting thing.
That means Kerstin will be in the semi-final.
Yes. So it was.
Tolstoy.
Yes.
So the whole tournament I used Pascal's Game Boy, but now I will play versus Pascal. So can I use your Game Boy, Tolstoy?
I have bad news for you. I forgot my Game Boy at the hotel.
That is really bad news, actually.
Take Tony's.
Okay, where?
Tony's Game Boy is very good. So, the players are slowly but surely preparing. So we have a bit of time to bridge. So we're deciding who's gonna command.
You want to have a break? Or no break? Can I have one?
Now if I'm in this.
Okay, we're getting closer to the end of this awesome Classic Tetris World Champion Game Boy France. Oh, okay, CTWC. Now I was so confused about the World Championship. Yeah, makes sense. CTWC France. And I will leave you alone for the moment. And we're back, I guess.
What do you think, Tolstoy? Did I mess it up? Nah, she played pretty well.
She played super well. You
Yes.
didn't play badly, so no, you did not mess up.
Yeah, no regret,
Counter.
no regret. That one line, I didn't notice it was one line left until it was too late and I couldn't burn.
Yeah,
But, I
no,
think-
no shame. No
Yeah.
shame in
I
play.
think it
so-
was an interesting time.
That was very awesome, the whole match,
Yes.
I must say.
And I'm happy that she came all the way from Germany
Yeah.
to come here with her daughter.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that.
So we're on cam. So we see
Oh,
warming
yeah.
up. We see it. You only see Mark warming up. On the other side is Pascal. So the guy with the name that has the same name as the programming language that the first Tetris was actually
It's a hat.
programmed on, Pascal. Yes. So that's a cool name. That's a really cool name.
No,
And
you know,
it's
this
his
was
real
the
name.
old hat of the French Revolution. Ah,
So actually the first Tetris and then the IBM Tetris was also in Pascal. So pretty cool.
cool story, bro.
I try to sneak in some trivia, and yeah, sometimes it's cool, sometimes it's well.
Let me look at the chat.
Yeah, I have not looked in the chat because I don't have internet, unfortunately here. So let
So Tolstoy, I guess since I lost here, I'm gonna have to win that CTWC thingy
Yes.
in 10 days. What do you think?
Oh yeah, yeah. Again, CTWC and the one-player mode in 2 weeks, top 8, will be streamed on Classic Tetris as well. And here we have the two-player mode, so a bit of an advertisement for the other event.
Yes.
Please also consider watching, and also there's a prize pool for this one, right? People
For this
can,
one,
yeah,
yes.
yeah. But can you put in the match arena?
Yes, it's
Okay.
the command. the
Wait.
Maturino
The
command.
players seem to be ready.
Players are ready.
Players are ready.
Alright,
Scene
players
is
are ready. Let's go.
Okay. Shall we count it in? Audience. 3.
2, 1, Tetris!
I don't want to be on stream.
I'm sharing the Maturino real quick, but yeah,
Yes.
35% of the Maturino will go to the Gameboy tournament.
That's awesome. More than probably everyone would have expected, but very.
Mostly saying you are now subscribed to Tetris Facts.
Sheesh.
Marky the Hyper Jolter.
Yeah. Classic hyper jolting. When was that? 2018. Sharky did yeah, that was
18, 19, yeah, it
yeah,
was more
maybe
like
19. Yeah.
2019, yeah. Alright.
That was coined by Arta Özcal, I think that's his last name.
Yes.
He
Okay.
disappeared. He was such a good commentator, but we should focus on what's going on there.
Pascal getting a Tetris. Getting another Tetris. And
Oh!
Mark is done.
Oh my god.
That would be an upset, like.
That would
see what
be an
happens.
upset. Okay. I knew Pascal is good. But to be honest, Mark is the favorite because he won CTEC and yeah. At the time when tapping was a thing, he was among the top tappers.
Yes, and Mark.
First
Oh, go ahead.
19.5 on NES. Wait, that's true, yeah. That's true.
Yes.
I remember the thing he said after he won.
And Mark is the current CTEC champion in this mode.
Exactly.
Mm.
Exactly.
Oh, Mark gotta reopen. Pascal with a better board at the moment, taking a single. Is he gonna take that double? No.
Also, Mark, not surprisingly actually, but he's a max-out player on Game Boy,
Yeah, of
where
course.
Pascal is working for it, but he's getting it anytime, I guess.
He's got like what, high 800?
700 something, but he's very consistent. He shakes his head, but I know he's gonna get it soon.
Tetris for both players.
Okay.
Pascal He's gonna go for a tuck. Okay, interesting.
Nice. So we see a center well.
Yes, they are playing the same piece. Okay, Mark is slightly ahead now in the piece sequence. Oh,
Oh,
Pascal is going for the bits.
we are.
Adjusting for the Tetris.
Oh, what
and
happened?
Mark got it.
It's always Mark. If he's get the 0 lines, the opponent is always at 6 lines. That's so concerning. That speed is incredible. The only player I know who is also as fast as Mark is Alex H, I guess.
Yes.
That's why he has 3.
3 or 4?
I think 3. Maybe I'm wrong.
You might be right. To me, it was either 3 or 4 titles.
Maybe it's 4. Maybe it's 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, Mark reopens the well.
We
Going
got do both players know the well? Now they know it because we saw stream. Okay.
Tetris for Mark. Yeah, I mean, got it some time ago, but still another Tetris. Pascal gotta reopen that well. Those squares are not helping. Oh, those pieces are bad.
The thing is, green is allowed, but I don't think we as commentators should tell it before both players. Oh!
I mean, it's going so fast, I don't know if they can really react to what I say. Or should I say less?
No. You're good. You're good.
Okay. Oh, Lucy, I hyper jolted out of bed this morning.
Oh, yeah. Okay, next game. 2-1.
Oh, Alex
Screen
H.
looking.
Oh, and Alex is saying 3. Alright.
3. Alex
times.
H, we heard it by the man himself. Legendary Alex H.
I got my theory that I'm too tall to win in this mode.
Tall?
It's only small people that win.
Woo!
Sorry.
You should burn less and get more Tetrises.
True.
Okay. Nice.
Nice
Tacky
stuck
tack.
by Pascal. Oh, Pascal. Okay, adjusted for the Z.
Okay, now he. Oh,
Can he get the long bar? Rotate the long bar, Pascal!
No, but the rotation axis, it would not have been possible.
Yes.
I guess at that height, it's not
Yes.
possible. On the right well. On left well, no, it would. No, it would not work either. Okay. Oh, match point already. And here we go. Match point for Mark and as usual at the beginning of the game, not much to say except that Mark has some cleaning to do, but nothing major.
Mark just taking some doubles, playing safe.
They both know where the garbage is.
Some hesitation from Pascal.
Yeah, that's a dangerous thing to do against Mark, to hesitate, but
Lucy wants to hold this final.
Might be an old German-speaking final.
probably. I mean, wait, who? Yeah, nah. Let's focus on the game. I mean, myself.
Oh, Tetris for Pascal.
Okay, Pascal.
This is looking good for Pascal.
Very nice, but look at Mark. That-
Oh,
no!
Pascal!
To say that, okay.
Wow. But at least Pascal got a,
Yes,
got a game out of Mark.
It was not a sweep, so
It's still a very, very strong performance by Mark again.
yeah, he's Mark. He's Mark.
Now Gamer kannst du liegen lassen. Kerstin, ready?
So Mark destroying 2 Swiss legends there.
Oh. Was schon mal schnell aussteigen von dem Luftbild. Ja. Der Hof hat da gesessen.
Okay, Kerstin making herself ready again. It is going to be Kerstin against Tony. So we only have Swiss and Germans now.
Only German-speaking people.
So Verkehrt, glaube ich. Nee, stimmt.
Yeah, this is yours, Pascal. This is your card. Pascal.
We are kind of back. Kerstin against Tony. Warming up, I guess.
Ja, hier haben wir das geil. Ja. Aber jetzt auch nicht.
And we're back on scene. 2-player stencil.
Stencil, yeah?
Yeah.
Stencil.
Very nice again. Thanks to Lucy for creating it. Thanks to Tony and Pascal for doing all the stuff around it. We are ready. The game players are ready. Everyone's ready.
Second semi-final.
Should we count them in?
Yep.
3,
2,
1. Tetris. First game of the match.
Who is gonna join Mark?
Litis.
Who is gonna join Mark in the final?
Yes. So it's about money now.
True.
I hear some cursing, cussing.
Oh, in German?
Yeah.
But we need the third place match as well because the prize pool goes to the top 3.
Yes,
So-
you mentioned that, and
Yes.
we will organize that
Yeah,
because otherwise it would not make sense.
And we have time as well.
Okay, yes, then
So we'll have the small final and then the big final.
everyone is very of the organizers look happy with that with
Yes.
your thing. So we're gonna make that happen. Just at the moment, there's on the bracket there is not nothing yet, but we will organize that, I guess.
It's fine. As the dictator of CTWC Paris,
The dictator.
I'm asking you
Director.
to have the small final.
Okay. I'm not gonna.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, no.
All
Okay,
right.
let's
Oh,
focus. Let's focus on these players.
Tony,
It's about money now.
Captain.
Bragging rights as well.
Captain, gotta be careful.
Oh.
Oh no! Tony got game number 1.
Ooh, but that's quite a disparity between lines 5 and 12.
Tony is pretty quick.
We're gonna do a round of small finals.
Yes. Yeah.
We are going to do a small finals after this.
That's what we
After
were
this.
saying.
And
Yes.
we have still to decide if we're going to do best of 3 sets for the final.
Okay, so some things to decide. Tony is the lead organizer of the Gameboy Tetris.
I'll say let's go for it. I'm always for more matches.
Yes,
you know?
yes.
All right.
So originally it was planned to have 24 players. We have
Yes.
16, which is more than enough.
It's good enough. Yeah.
So we have time.
I mean, last year I think we got a couple of extra players. Scooty was there. It was
Yes.
pretty cool. We were
That was
28,
awesome.
28 players. This year we are only 20 players, but that's still pretty decent, I would say,
Yeah.
for regional.
So on NES last year, surprisingly, or maybe not surprisingly, because he's a very good player, Dan V won. And
Yes.
he's going to be back, right?
Yes.
Tomorrow.
We'll see him tomorrow to defend his title. I mean, he might pass by this evening. I don't know. He was taking his flight this afternoon.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, the UK is not that far, but still quite far.
It's not that it's far, it's that
It's awesome.
surprisingly it is expensive to fly
it?
from London to Paris. Yeah, it's
Really?
very surprising.
Ryanair?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Okay. Wait. Let's
All
see.
right, very clean boards for both players.
It's too clean, I don't like it. I'm just kidding.
Kirsten hesitated. Oh, this is not that clean for Tony. Is he gonna go for the flat burn? Yes. Is he gonna go for another one? No.
Okay.
All right. Oh, Kirsten.
Oh my god.
Kirsten got the game.
Okay. Kirsten. And they count themselves in autonomously. That's awesome.
She's been playing very
Torch.
well.
Torchtel.
It would be nice to have her in the final. It would be men against women.
Ah. Yeah.
The battle of the sexes. Like the one who loses does the dishes, you know. Yeah, that would be a nice way to like.
It would be cool to have a couple
Yeah.
facing in the finals.
But like
That's not
you decide who
gonna-
cooks, who does the dishes with a Gameboy match.
Yeah. Okay, Kirsten has a bit to struggle up there, but nothing too major.
Gunter is the BDFL. I don't know what that
BDFL.
means, but
The BDFL.
oh,
BDFL.
I assume it's a compliment. Oh, Kirsten.
Ooh, that's
Dangerous. Oh, he got the long bar. All
Dang
right.
it.
But
Nice.
Tony is way ahead in lines. Tony is needs one line. Oh, there it is.
Oh,
Oh, Kirsten got
wait.
it.
Kirsten.
Kirsten got it. Yeah.
Kirsten got it.
She got the Tetris like a few frames
Yeah.
before you. Wow.
Okay.
That was close.
I never count Kirsten out in Gameboy Tetris.
Jeez.
She's really.
Sheesh.
Sheesh, a monster. She is. Okay, 2
I wasn't
to 1.
ready for Dark Gunter. What? Is my mic broken?
Or dark, maybe in the humor sense, but then I don't know.
Maybe. Oh no, because I said I was the okay. BDFL benevolent dictator for life. Okay, that makes sense.
Okay, benevolent dictator. Didn't know there exists.
It's
benevolent
not. Paki
dictator.
is saying it's not Game of Thrones. It's Game of Frames.
Yes. Paki would know one thing or the other about frames. As the former, I don't know who's the current Dr. Mario champion on the NES.
I forgot.
I haven't been following the scene, even though I wanted to. Because
You've
that's
played?
also a pretty cool scene.
I've played a little bit of Dr. Mario, but I never. I should try one of their
Only?
monthly tournaments. All right.
Oh yeah, they have the
So-
monthlies.
yes.
That's true.
Oh,
And
Tony.
their skill level also went up, I think, from what
Yes.
I've seen.
Tony is in a bad situation, but
I-
Kirsten isn't able to send him any lines.
Yeah, and
the-
I hear more German cursing. That's
Oh.
always fun to listen to.
Like, oh, Kirsten, that board is not looking good.
Yeah, neither board
Tony-
is looking
But
good.
Tony
to
is
be
about.
honest.
He's like faster
Has to clock the well again. He is faster, but
because he's way up high.
I don't need it.
he can
Oh.
only be fast for that long.
2 lines remain. 3 lines remaining for Tony.
Terrible pieces.
Oh. Tony's
Oh,
gonna get
Tony.
it with that one line, and there it
Oh,
is.
okay.
GG's.
Nothing Kirsten could have
Woo!
done. These pieces were nothing Kirsten could have done with these
Yes.
pieces,
Yeah.
especially when Tony only had 2 lines
I
left.
mean, Tony survived well up high.
Yes.
He did a good job.
Okay, next game starts.
Oh,
Looks like they're pretty evenly matched, right? 2 to 2. The favorite word.
Tony typing in chat. No, that's Pascal.
Because,
Sheesh, says Lucy.
Sheesh. The thing is, the Americans started using this sheesh. And then I adopted it because it's so cool. And now Europeans start, with the delay of a couple of years, of course, start using it.
I'm not the Swiss boy, you're the sheesh boy.
Yeah, I was told that by people that they know me by this.
By the sheesh.
By this. It's not a word.
What does the Swiss say?
Sheesh. Okay, let's see. What do we have? We have a game.
got Kirsten with a pretty nice board.
Do you see these spires by both players? But Kirsten was able to diffuse,
Yeah.
if that's the correct word, which probably it is not, but
And stay rather flat.
the flat to the batter.
Alright.
Nice. I like the solution there.
Both players are clean. Alright,
Okay.
Tony is low, getting those doubles.
Nice triple. Very good. Very
6
good.
lines
Double.
to 7, this is close.
Okay.
4 to 5 lines.
Yes.
Oh! And she got it!
Oh my gosh.
Got Tony on speed again. Like,
I don't take Tetris anymore. I don't know what's wrong with me.
jeez.
Ah, that's insane.
We're gonna say shit.
So if we see a 3-3 now, we really know that these players are on the same level.
We'll see, like...
We'll see. But Kirsten was quite aggressive the last couple of games. I don't know. But Tony...
It works
of
out,
course.
alright.
Yes. But Tony, he's a competitive person in mind. So he will...
In mind and spirit.
In mind and spirits.
He's got the eye of the tiger.
Exactly. The Tony the Tiger.
Da-na-na-na.
Do you know Tony the Tiger?
Yes.
Yeah, see, he's...
The old cartoon, right?
It's from where's it? Frosted Flakes. Kellogg's Frosted
Oh, it's not a
Flakes.
cartoon. Oh, no, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a cereal and not a...
Yeah.
Mm.
So pretty fitting there. Okay. Good stacks, a bit of oh
boy. Oh, good piece.
okay, flat,
Alright, flat.
maybe, yes.
Yes, that makes sense.
Very good. Oh,
Oh, nice,
very
nice.
good triple.
Very good placement of the piece before that. Alright. Five lines. And Tony got it.
See?
Tony was so quick. Oh my god.
See? Evenly matched.
Go for Tetris.
See?
More aggressive.
Evenly matched, these two. Okay, now the money hinges on this game. The money hinges on this game.
A decider again. Back-to-back deciders for Kirsten.
Yes, that's insane.
That's stressful. Come on.
Okie doke. So again, I'm very nervous for both players because they're both friends of mine. So I can't be for any of them. At the same time, I'm for both.
Okay.
A very Swiss thing to say.
You know, Kirsten contacted me before the event and told me, yeah, I didn't sign up to make a surprise to the Swiss guys, but can you make me like a badge? I was like,
cool.
all right.
Yeah, she told me that. That was so cool.
Tony not with the best of boards, but he's got burning options. And yeah, same with Kirsten. Those T pieces are bad. Oh my god.
Yeah, but look at this. She has
Yeah.
good options still.
Oh. Alright,
Yeah,
alright.
Tony has a...
Floating minnow, kind of. Oh boy.
I don't like either board.
16 to 15 lines. So it's
And Tony's gone for the talk, but oh...
okay, this is actually good for Tony. He just needs
Oh,
to
flat,
yes,
flat,
reopen.
flat. Very good, Kev.
Now he needs a long bar real
Oh,
quick. He
oh.
gets the long bar. Oh, this is very good for him.
Yes. Now, oh, this is...
Oh,
gonna-
oh, oh, oh,
flat,
oh, oh,
good
oh.
placement. Very good.
Oh,
that
she's-
opens.
All right.
7 to 7.
All right.
Oh,
Oh, boy.
1.
Oh, 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 oh.
What?
Oh my god! She got it again! Oh, wow!
Insane.
What a game! What a match!
I go.
Dude,
That was insane.
that was so close.
Incredibly close. What the hell?
Oh. Woo. Oh, congratulations! Back-to-back decider. You played
Thanks.
pretty well. You wanna say something?
Oh no, I'm oh no.
Oh,
I'm so nervous.
yeah, you're like trembling. Oh, congratulations!
It's
That was-
really cool.
Yes. Oh yeah, you played pretty well, and
Thanks.
it was so close. So Kirsten will be in the finals against Mark, but before that we are gonna have the small final. So we are gonna have two Swiss actually, Pascal against Tony. And then the final will be not a best of 4, not a best of 7, sorry, but a best of 3 matches of best of 7s.
Tony is the chief executive. You know what I mean. He's the boss. I don't know. Tony,
Do we do the best of 3 best of 7s?
can you explain the finals in terms of?
Okay, I'm not gonna improvise. This was all planned. We are going to do best of 3 sets for the finals,
best of
Right,
3 sets,
yes.
Which means?
which means that either Mark has to win 2 matches or Kirsten has to win 2 matches to win.
Okay. Awesome.
But for the small final, we only do 1 match.
Best of 7, yeah, as usual.
Yes.
Alright.
Okay, you heard it.
We are right on time, like we wanted to finish by about 8 p.m. for Mega Masters, so this is looking good.
You heard it from the chief organizer himself, Tony. We're making a small break and we'll be back like in a
Yes.
couple of minutes. So stay here, put in the Maturino stuff, have fun and chat while we are off.
Yes. Oh, we are completely off.
Ah, we were not.
We get these coupons. There we go. Wing fryer.
And with that, welcome to the CTWC Paris 2025 Game Boy semifinals, or small finals, better said, between Pascal and Tony. Let's take a look at our amazing players here in just a second. Yes, and here we are. As you can see, on the left, we have Pascal. On the right, we have Tony. And hope that all looks good in that regards. We need both optimally, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Have fun, good luck, have fun.
All
to my
right.
co-commentator,
And this is
Bertrand.
Bertrand here commentating the match for the Game Boy. I actually don't know much about Game Boy Tetris, but it's going to be fun.
But you learned a lot today, didn't you?
What do you say?
You learned a lot today, didn't you?
Yeah, I learned. I tried to play. I lost my first match, but still, it's quite interesting to have to play for speed, trying to clear line as fast as possible, and send line to the opponent as well. It's quite a different strategy compared with NES Tetris.
And of course also the rotation differences, for example, the spawn height. There's a lot of differences between Game Boy and NES.
And yeah, the goal is different, but the gameplay is different as well. Yes. So players are getting ready for the game.
It looks like we have slight capture issues, maybe. Apparently Tony is playing, but we have this waiting for game. Is it now good? Okay, now it's good. This means Pascal and Tony are ready to play here in the CTWC Paris 2025 Game Boy Small Final Start. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, Tetris! If you look at the top, you can see me. And it's kind of funky when I move in the half because I'm somewhat captured by both, but it's like, see? If you look at the top.
Oh yes, we can see you at the top, yes.
Yeah, but then I move like the center is like kind of funky because I switch the camera. Kind of funny, kind of. But let's focus on the game here.
Yes, we have a best of 7 match, is it?
Yes. No,
it's not. Best of 7.
All Game Boy matches are best of 7. One set is a best of 7. So we could have multiple sets, but each set has to be best of 7. Yeah, here in the beginning we can see Pascal being a bit quicker in line clears than Tony. 20 lines for Pascal, 21 lines at that point for Tony. Tony is really high here. He does get the bar to the right. Yeah, the bar also goes to the left. Amazing clears here by Tony. I was like, Tony has to go, but he's in. And he gets the touch bar and boom! Tetris to Tony.
What a survival, but still
That was
complicated
so
board
amazing to watch.
for Tony, and getting close also in lines, close to 0 as well. Let's see what's going to happen first. Both players surviving, and Tony wins by lines. It's a great timing for the long bars, and Tony survives and wins game number 1.
And that means game number 2 has just started. Small advantage to Tony now. But I do like Pascal's opening a bit more because he hasn't blocked the well anyway, and Tony needs to burn a single, which does cost that tiny bit of time.
Different strategy, I guess, also touching the piece, get some time to push down and get the piece below. So different strategy, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Many of the advanced moves you do in NES Tetris because they help your stack, but do cost you too much time for game to be viable. Like even T-spins, for example. Yes, they are nice, but...
Oh, some tech issue.
But a tech issue, so we are gonna restart, I guess. Yeah, we have to restart because of tech stuff, which is a bit unfortunate. So it's turning on. We have Tony here. And I mean, on the positive side, you know, because you have the hearts outside of the game by itself, at the top here, they are done by an external program. It doesn't matter too much if it crashes.
Yeah.
But if it happens like every game that Pascal looks like he's gonna lose, then, you know, maybe it's on purpose, not an accident.
It's fine, just technical issue.
Yeah, it's fine.
We are getting ready and starting for game number 2 again.
Yep, so actual game number 2. And let's see how this one will go. Pascal going for a double here to maybe... Okay, he's not looking at the screen of Tony, but now he doesn't know where the garbage is anyways.
And we see like the garbage line, column, like column 8. Most players are getting ready for Tetris.
Yeah, and Pascal is nearly Tetris ready. He is.
Initiated.
But Tony got the bar before. Oh, and
Did
Pascal didn't just for the Tetris here, so he is quite high. Is ready, wanting the next bar here. Is going for a double, does get a single double in. But there's still no bar here for Pascal. Can he burn in a different way? Okay, he finally gets the bar. That's bar for Pascal, but the height doesn't change due to Tony's Tetris. And it's for Pascal.
Out for
At one
Pascal.
point, he took a...
Tony with the lead, 2-0.
He didn't take a Tetris, and that has turned into 2-0 for Tony. So let's start game number 3 in 3, 2, 1 Tetris.
They're going. And yes, one difference between NES and Game Boy is also the height of the stack. You reach it so faster in Game Boy actually, so you have less space to work with.
It's basically 18 height only for the piece spawns.
Yeah.
And also the lock delay, for example. In NES, there is a bit of delay when the piece locks in, and in Game Boy it just falls down.
So you reach the top so fast.
Yeah.
And here already Tony getting a bit high. We see the damage on column 2. So needs up for Pascal.
Yeah, Pascal needs to find a way to clean this up. It looks like it's gonna be quite tough though. He's getting the double here, so a bit of garbage to Tony's side.
And
But Tony's also sending garbage back.
Yeah, Tony trying to access the garbage well.
Ooh, Pascal on the left is really tough here, as you can see board-wise. JP's, oh no JP's, and that's a top out for Pascal at 20 lines, so that's already 3-0 for Pascal.
That's mercy, gone. For the next design.
And Tony is like, Pascal, do your best, let's go, reverse sweep.
And
so it's
players are going for game number 4 already.
And Pascal needs to win this game in order to start the reverse sweep. If he doesn't win, then he's gonna be place number 4. And Tony looking with the garbage can, but came to his own stack instead.
It is garbage well. Oh, and some Sharky Boy.
And apparently Tony has some issues with double flips.
Column 8. Pascal is hesitating on which mission to put. Some pieces have some dependency, line dependency, and no long bar inside. Both players do not have any clean access to the well currently. Trying to get it open.
It's so fun with these players, you know, commentate their own games. Pascal is quite high now. Ooh. Left side, close. So this is going to be really tough to get out of. Oh, no, the bar is not what he wants. Incorrect JP's, correct JP's now, but he is so high already. So and that's the top out for Pascal. Yes. And Tony's
one garbage line. And Tony is good 4-0 for this third place match.
So yeah, huge GG's here to Tony for being place number 3.
We want to say
yeah, finally I earn money with this sport.
He's gonna get.
Okay, thank you, Tony. Winning money from
the top
getting third place in the Gameboy tournament.
Prize pool, so feel free to do exclamation mark Matcherino and support the prize pool. And next up, of course, is the finals between Mark and Kerstin.
I'll wait for the time.
Woo! And it looks like Polestar is gonna join us for the finals.
I'm back with Jacob like it began. We began.
The end is the beginning. No,
Yes.
the beginning is the end?
Yes.
I have no idea, something like that.
So I'm super excited about this final.
So am I.
German finals. Swiss
Yes.
semis, and no, not small finals. That happened already. And now it's Mark The famous
Isn't it
marker.
kind of sarcastic? You know, we are in the CTWC Paris.
Yeah,
Let's take a look at the quarterfinals.
yeah. But you know, it's like the regionals in the US. If you have one in Kansas, I don't know, maybe people from neighboring states.
Yep.
And the states in the US have about the same size as countries in Europe. Some.
Yep.
So it's, yeah, I know, it's kind of, if it says France and then the Germans are in the final, yeah, I know what you mean. But it's kind of natural, I guess.
It is. Especially as in Switzerland, Gameboy is pretty big, based on what I know.
Yes.
Germany, it's starting to get some size as well. So, yeah, and
Yeah, France is also. I mean, Gunther was the first world champion in one player, so
Yeah.
he actually brought it here. So cool.
yep, so we're waiting for Mark and Kerstin here to get ready.
I see Mark.
Yes.
I'm not sure if he's aware. Kerstin, I don't see, but.
I see her daughter, but not Kerstin herself. Yeah.
So let's wait for her. Let's give these players some
Also-
time.
Please correct me, but I believe we now play a best of 3 sets.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly. Best of 3 sets.
And here's Kerstin.
Kerstin is back, and maybe that's a good time to remind people of the Matcherino.
Yep, the exclamation mark Matcherino.
This
See,
event
the links are quite cool.
runs because we can pay the players, and it's paid by the audience. So if you have money and want to support the players, then please feel free to put in like €1 or whatever you want to do, or
Yeah,
don't.
Coupons.
That's okay as well.
Coupons,
Yeah.
25 cents for free. You just
Yes,
have to
how
click the
many
link.
coupons are there still? That's actually even better for those who feel guilty. I don't want to don't want to make anyone feel guilty for not paying, because you're also more than welcome if you don't pay anything, of course.
so let me
But
take a
you
look
can
at
do the
Matcherino.
coupons on Matcherino. That's just clicking a link, and then you will contribute 25 cents. And as Van Dweller usually also says in CTM, 25 cents will quickly add up to something. So don't think that 25 cents is nothing.
Good. Quite a lot of 25 cents contributions, and also Luca Souza saying, like, donating $10 and saying contributor role on Discord. I don't know what that means.
Yeah,
The contributor role on
but
Discord.
thank you so much, actually. Contribute to role on Discord. Oh, I don't know that either.
Perfect. But thanks for the $10 donation.
Wing Fryer also having the coupons. Okay, we are too loud, it looks.
I don't know, it could be fine, check it.
Technician just realized we're clipping.
Yeah, probably just a bit. But I don't know for sure.
Adjusting the volume so it's not too loud. Sorry for you guys if that sounded a bit robotic.
I did it before for the other commentators, and I didn't adjust it for when Bergman I did it, and now I didn't adjust it for when we are doing it. You basically need someone who would adjust the stuff.
Yes. And
Probably
that-
like 2 times a minute.
Yes, and that someone now is Sybil. So we're getting instructions about how to use the microphones. If I have it like this, how does it sound, technician?
Probably too close, have it more like this, like a bit further away.
Mine is kind of in the red range, it looks like.
Yeah, so just put it a bit further away.
Yes.
Or hold it further. Yeah.
I'll-
Well, can't you hear me? I'm literally just talking, it's on screen. Advanced audio properties.
Oh, it looks like the players are ready. What the heck? No one of us. But we need. Okay, wait, I'm gonna tell the players. Wir müssen noch.
Warte, nee, ich mach, muss nichts.
Also wir, so the players would theoretically be ready, but we have some things to sort out here, right? Or are we good here?
I'm just trying to do a bit of audio testing because.
Okay.
Yeah, Sibel said that I have a different loudness. I don't know. We will hopefully make it work. Actually, to have it a bit more consistent in terms of distance, can you clip yours like this as well?
Okay.
Okay, perfect.
I'm gonna attach my microphone
If
now.
you do it like this, then it should be hopefully kind of same for the two of us.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah.
And it looks much better now with no more red.
Okay, so you're around -10. I'm around -10 as well, so it should be fine hopefully.
Okay,
Which
audience.
means, let's take a look at our amazing players. On the left, we have Mark, and on the right, we have Kerstin.
So Kerstin backwards is Nitzrek. That's her handle on Twitch and stuff. And Mark Q is just Mark Q. So thanks for staying here during our tech issues. And we are kind of ready. Wait.
Yes, we are ready to go.
Okay, final.
Okay, so before we start the first game, to the crowd, can you hear some chants for Mark? I heard boos. Can we hear some actual chants for Mark? Let's go for Mark! Mark! And for Kerstin! Okay, looks like the crowd is a bit in favor of Kerstin.
Yeah.
Let's see if that will actually be the case. Let's start game number 1 in 3, 2, 1.
Finals! Okay, the finals gonna be 3 sets.
Yes.
So you guys. 3 sets. Kerstin just now found out that it's gonna be 3 sets.
Yeah, Kerstin in the beginning be like, what
she will
do? Holy shit, I'm gonna die.
She will be fine. She will be fine.
She has just work out.
She has a couple of weeks to recover after that. That's okay. We see Mark pushing down fast, but also stacking up high. Both pretty high.
Doesn't look that good for Kerstin currently here. This game behind the lines, pretty high, rough board. So this could already be the first point. Yeah, first point to Mark.
Theoretically, with the right pieces, she could have gotten out, but yeah, it was difficult.
You can basically always get out. It's just how likely is it?
Yes.
Well, sometimes it's like basically impossible, and sometimes it's like, yeah, this is gonna happen.
Second game of the first set. Best of 7.
Yeah.
Best
Mark,
of
Kerstin going for the
whatever.
Not going for the burn set in the beginning because with the SD pieces, so you need to get some kind of tuck set up normally. But of course, a tuck in Gameboy is not the best to do because it takes time.
Yeah. Also, you might have noticed that line clears also take quite a bit of time. Like 2 seconds, which is insane.
That's why, I mean, it's important to go for Tetris. And NES, it doesn't matter so much if you skim a bit.
Yeah.
But here, a game is what, like a minute 20?
Like, yeah, something like that.
So if you play 8 seconds for singles compared to 2 seconds for Tetris, that's like 5% it feels like of the whole game.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So always try to go for as many Tetrises as possible.
Yeah,
in terms of lines,
especially if you're facing someone like Mark, you want to be fast as well.
Fast, aggressive, efficient most of the time as well.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the current kind of world champion. There's no official world championship. That's just CTEC, and Mark won at CTEC.
Yes. Which is. So for the people in the US, we actually will watch. We have a watch party here for the. Oh, I didn't watch the game. That was bad of me. Okay.
So it's 2-0 now already. They're starting
We're gonna have a watch party here.
Yes.
And Gunter can tell us more about the watch party.
Well, since there is like the small and big finals of CTM this evening in France, at 8 p.m. Local time. We were thinking after the Gameboy tournament to get some pizza that we are gonna order now, and yeah, we'll just watch CTM on the big screen here.
That's an awesome idea. But now we're on the finals on the 2-player Gameboy Tetris Championships. And both players very good at this game. Not much to say. I need to see the screen. Sorry. Okay. Kerstin is clean and low. Mark is not clean and not low, but we know he's a fast player. Okay. Good choice by Mark there.
I don't know why, but that's literally different between pasta.
Ja, super.
It's just stupid.
Marc ist einfach. Das war jetzt auch ein bisschen blöd.
Mark go for Tetris. 4 lines left to go for Mark. 5 lines left to go for Kerstin. Mark, 1 line left to go. 1 left to Kerstin as well.
That was insane again.
Huge GG's here to Kerstin for starting
Okay,
the comeback.
Kerstin is dangerous. We knew that already, but now it's official. Tucked by Kerstin, tucked by Mark.
So what would you say is worse, getting a tuck or getting a burn?
They're both terrible. I think you need to avoid both, but burns you can't avoid most of the time. Wait, if you don't do a tuck, then you have to burn.
Exactly, that's what I meant.
Okay, that doesn't make sense what I said.
I would actually say that going for the burn is at least a bit better, because you have to burn 2 lines anyways. You know, you have 30 lines.
Yes.
So you have 2 lines left if you go only for Tetrises. So if you can somehow turn it into a double burn, then that's like perfect, because you don't waste any time. Whereas with the tuck, you always waste time.
That is indeed true. Oh.
What? We are
my God.
The last 11 lines for Mark, the last 30 lines for Kerstin. This is neck and neck. Both are about 2 Tetrises away. Mark Mark exactly 2 Tetrises. Kerstin 3 lines. Mark only double. Kerstin. Oh no, Kerstin has to burn here. Mark just 1 single left. 1 single for Kerstin. Mark.
Oh, that was almost. Oh no, that was. Kerstin almost had that one. Is Kerstin even an underdog? Not really. She's at the same level as Mark, it seems. But in terms of how well known she is outside of the Game Boy scene, she might be considered one.
But yeah, this is about as close as we could hope for the last game. The only closer option is if you actually have it in the same frame, because finishing in the same frame is not decided, it's like a draw, I guess.
Yeah, I think in the code they call it deuce, the one, and the other is advantage.
Yeah.
So if you wait, I'm taking it back. I don't know what I'm talking about, but yeah.
I love listening to these players do some shit talking. But yeah, so we have 18 lines for Mark, 23 lines for Kerstin. Kerstin quite high in a bit dirty situation. But Mark can't send lines back, and here's Kerstin having a Tetris, so there's gonna be 4 lines of garbage to Mark's side. Mark's now also quite high as well. Kerstin can't go for Tetrises. Mark wants to go for the T-spin.
Nice.
And he does miss the T-spin. Pushed down too much. So both players really high. Mark needs the bar basically now. He doesn't get the bar. Mark tops out, and Kerstin the second game.
Yeah, but I quite honestly, I know Mark quite well and his competitive mindset. And if he's on the losing side, he really activates his aggression.
I mean, let's just say Mark has won big tournaments before. He knows what he's doing.
Yes. And
I also love how Kerstin is always like, no, don't look.
But Kirsten also knows what she's doing, and her stacking is immaculate. Is that the correct word? I think so.
I believe it is.
So she's.
That looks a bit dangerous what she's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, 25 lines. It is neck and neck here between these two. Early shift of the bar for Kerstin, so having Bardic Pregnancy and Column 8 here, while Mark is just going for a casual triple. Kerstin is not going for the Tetris. She instead filled in the long body dependency.
Yeah, but that's, I think, long term, that might be the better choice.
Long term, it's better if she manages to survive this. But she's getting higher and higher. She needs. Oh no, she closed the well.
Oh.
And
okay.
that's it. Kerstin topping out and Mark winning set number 1.
Yeah, there was not much she could have done there. But she played well, so.
Yeah, definitely.
So maybe again, the lines you send over for, if you take a single burn, you don't send anything.
Yes.
Double is 1 line sent. Triple is 2 lines sent, and the Tetris sent over all 4 lines.
Which is one of the reasons why you go for the Tetris.
Exactly. There's so many reasons to take the Tetris.
It's time, it's the amount of garbage the opponent gets, it's how much you get lower in the stack.
Yes.
And Mark is trying to figure out where the garbage went. But I believe someone was in the way, so he couldn't see it. Maybe, not fully sure. But yeah, the garbage is here on Kerstin's side. Only 1 line so far. 25 lines.
What
tied to both players.
What happened to the hearts on
Well, the first set is over.
Oh yeah! What? Oh, okay. Tony is working on it. I was not paying attention whatsoever.
But you have the next set also Mark. Mark now at 19 lines, just as Kerstin. Kerstin burns a double, so she's down at 17 lines left to go. Mark is in quite the troublesome board here. He can get a stinger, but then he needs something for the right side. He gets the incorrect J piece, does get the bar to the right. Is now out because no, he's in.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, but what can he do?
Okay, now he's out.
Okay.
So Kerstin starts this set by winning game number 1.
Yes. Do you know when Alex H, when I always when I watch him, I see what makes his gameplay so good. It's like taking the triples and doubles whenever and having the stack or the well ready for these kinds of burns. And with Kerstin, I also see that. So that's kind of adopting this strategy.
So you're gonna say that Kerstin is somewhat of the next LXH?
I don't say anything, but...
Right. For context, LXH has won most of the CTWC Gameboy tournaments.
UK, Alex H, very nice guy, very good Tetris player, and Kerstin tops out. 1-1 in the second match, so...
Yep, so let's see how match game number 3 will go.
We alter something for you.
So this one is very draining for the players, like 3 sets, 3 matches. So let's see how that's gonna have an effect on these players. Mark, certainly more experienced when it comes to competition, so he might have the slight advantage there. But Kerstin is no slouch either. And he almost opened. Yes, that was a very good split double for Kerstin there. And Mark opens the well as well. Many wells in one sentence there. Okay. Mark in a situation and Kerstin takes the point. So both players actually were at CTWC this year, so they go for the next game.
Yes, they do. And it's 2-1 for Kerstin.
Yeah, okay.
So the second set is looking like quite a nice position here for Kerstin.
Yes.
Maybe able to force the decider set.
Yes. Wait, she took the first one.
No, Mark did.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm sorry.
As you said, you didn't pay attention.
Yeah, I didn't pay attention, even though I should.
Yeah, you should. But that's why we have two people here.
Yes.
Mark going for the doubles, so both players now 24 lines left. Single here. So in this game, Kerstin is playing a bit quicker here in the opening than Mark is. Mark set up for the triple, Kerstin going for the triple, not setting up for the Tetris in total. Mark also going for the triple here and probably back-to-back triple to Mark.
Hi.
Okay, now Mark setting up the next up, most likely Tetris. And going for a single burn here, he's doing the single, needs a second single here. Perfect second single to Mark. Mark Tetris ready now. And both players are right. Okay, now Mark needs to burn another double. So there's a bit of burning here for both players.
Kerstin.
Mark closed double for the bar. Kerstin does get the bar now. Only a triple. Yeah, triple for
That's
Kerstin.
okay,
and Tetris for Mark.
But she has her well open again and can
Mark,
land down.
only 4 lines and that's it.
Oh no! So, this is so close.
Yep.
So
It's
close.
2-2.
2-2. Next game has started.
And most there's gonna be
Mark,
3 games left in this match.
Mark going for the no tuck strats.
I feel like Mark has done that in all games so far and he's
Yes.
performed pretty well. So maybe it's actually better to go for this burn as I kinda guessed.
Yeah.
It's just a guess. I don't know the mathematics.
I don't know it either, but when the CTEC, like, I don't remember, was it 2 years ago or so? Eliva, she's experienced in versus Tetris on several platforms, and she played quite well on the Game Boy as well. And then I realized she didn't go for the tucks. And then I talked to JJ about it, and he said he also noticed this a couple of years earlier, that might be a very good strat. So
Yeah.
it certainly is. a
Ooh,
strat.
that was a dangerous Tetris from Mark here in height.
Yes.
But that does also put Kerstin the option to send back the Tetris.
Ooh.
So Mark is, well, it's still open and he gets the next one for the next Tetris.
That was lucky. That was lucky.
7 lines for Mark, 7 lines for Kerstin. And Kerstin gets the final bar and
Yes.
Kerstin takes the game.
Oh. I'm not.
So it is 3-2.
I try not to be for either side, but maybe you can hear that sometimes I'm for underdog people, which I'm not underdog people
For me,
here.
it's easy. I just want a good match.
Yes,
I don't
that's
care who
true.
wins as long as it's an amazing match.
You are so right.
And so far, it has been an amazing match.
Oh, look at the graphic on the bottom. Jumping Mario there. The big ups to Momentoni for improvising there.
Yeah, we have done a bit of improvising here. Like,
We have a live feed by someone who texted someone else.
what?
No, it's just the audience giving live update on messages on Discord or whatever. That's so cool.
okay. I laugh how I said a bit of a not so good word earlier and she was like, no, here children! And now she's doing it herself. Okay, anyways, 19 lines, 18 lines, neck and neck as we expect here, but Mark is in a bit tougher position. He's high, he has a close duel, whereas Kerstin is going for the double here. I kind of would prefer if she set up the Tetris. Mark can't go for the Tetris for quite a long time here. Kerstin's was also not the nicest looking. We are about 4 Tetris as well from the transition, but Mark is really high.
Yeah, there's not much you can
That's
do
not
now.
much that he can do. I guess this is one.
What? Oh! Decided match. So we got one match for Mark one match for Kirsten, and now we have a decider match. And if we get a decider game in the decider match, that would be so insane that I would faint immediately.
You forgot one thing. And they get through 30 lines played at the same
Oh yeah,
time.
yeah, oh yeah, okay. Then I would really, that would be insane. So, I don't know if the players need some breathing.
They're just talking a bit about the Gameboy.
But I would completely understand. Well,
looks like Cassie is already satisfied with her performance, which means she will now win, because if you're already satisfied, you perform amazingly well normally.
Okay.
Because there's no stress. Okay, so Mark,
yeah, Mark
Kerstin,
has to defend.
are you ready for your decider set? So let's start it in 3, 2, 1, Tetris!
Yeah, Mark is under a lot of pressure actually.
Wasn't it kind of similar like this when Alex lost last year in CTWC? Like it was, I believe Alex won the first set against Mark, then Mark won the next 2 sets? If I remember correctly.
I'm not sure anymore. But it was super exciting. This I remember, but maybe you're right.
I believe it was like that. I'm
but
not 100% sure though.
People in chat can verify, but we don't see the chat. Can you see the chat?
No.
Unfortunately, we don't have the chat here. That's a bit sad. So if you guys in chat say something to us and we don't respond, I'm so sorry.
Exactly.
We don't see it.
20 lines for both players. Mark going for the next Tetris, so Mark is now at an advantage, is able to go for one more Tetris. So next height here to Kerstin, but Kerstin can counter with her own Tetris, so her height stays the same. Triple Tetris for Kerstin. Now Mark also Tetris ready, getting the Tetris. And we have 6 lines left for Mark, 7 lines left for Kerstin. Mark going for the next Tetris. Mark only and Kerstin jumps out. So Mark getting the advantage here in game number 1 in this decider set.
Okay,
and he's undressing, he's showing us his nice shirt.
That was awesome.
Looks like Kerstin was hoping for something else.
But honestly, could have gone either way. Again.
Yes.
Again. The stacking of Kirsten is so good. Look at how she manages the burns.
And yet, I would say that the last game, both players were about to Tetris away from winning, and Mark just played a bit quicker.
Yeah.
That's where playing fast does come in helpful, because you sometimes simply... Is that outpace in Gameboy? Like, how do you call it if you play quicker?
Like,
is that outpacing as well? Like, because you play the pieces faster?
I don't know how you would call it, but pace sounds about right.
Okay, so that's also outpacing here in Gameboy then?
I just, yeah, I guess so.
I guess, yeah. I mean, there isn't that big of a Gameboy competitive scene, so we can just make up stuff and it's gonna stick around.
True, true. As long as we're in the infancy, which we are not anymore, we are now toddlers. So we can still make up words and stuff. Whereas in NES Tetris, that's a bit more difficult.
Yeah, it is.
A bit higher up, but as I said, her she's always having this funnel, the funnel in the center well.
So Mark wants a bar pretty soon. Okay, he does get it. Perfect. Bar for Mark, but Mark now less than 2 Tetris away from winning this game. Kerstin 10 lines. Kerstin has to take the burn here. 9 lines for Kerstin to go. Once, actually two bars because like the first bar. Simon Tetris. Mark just running away though. Next line Mark wins and Mark does get the single. 2-0 in this set for Mark.
Very close though, very close.
By the way, the shot that Mark is wearing is like from 2020, so 5 years old. It's still looking amazing.
Yeah. So both having kind of a Tetris apparel.
Exactly.
Modern Tetris for Kerstin.
Well, Tetris since 1984. 1984 isn't that modern.
No, but the logo is the latest one by Dean,
yes.
Roger Dean. He designed both Tetris logos for the Tetris company. So that's the latest one from, I don't know when that was established.
I'd say not too long ago.
No, yeah. We all remember when it first appeared.
Yeah, and Mark has our own advertisement, you could say.
Yes,
for
CTG. Classic Tetris Germany.
Well, technically nowadays it's no longer Tetris Classic Tetris Germany because we are an association, Verein. So it's now Classic Tetrono Games Germany.
Yes.
For legal reasons.
Yes.
Okay, so Mark 18 lines, Kerstin 20 lines.
Go
Mark
for
is
the
going for a
triple.
few singles here. Looks like he had 2 singles from Mark. This is a lot, but he's also played the Tetris more in lines in total. Both players going for a double here.
Okay, good. Kerstin is in a good spot.
Yeah, getting the Tetris to Kerstin. Kerstin at 30 lines left to go. Mark at 12 lines. Mark's ball is kinda hard.
Overhang for Mark, but he manages very, very well.
That's a few burns that Mark has to take that Kerstin looks like she doesn't have to, but Kerstin's tucking. And we can see how long the tuck does take. It was like 2 or 3 line clears.
That was insanely long, and let's see if that's gonna hurt her.
4 lines left to go for Mark, 3 lines left to go for Mark. Mark needs a bar and he has 1. Bar for Mark. Bar for Mark.
Oh, it's careful!
And with that,
Oh,
Kerstin won.
yeah, Kerstin won.
Yeah, you pushed him out. Mark was high, you got cleans, and Mark push. Okay, that's how to explain it.
Push.
So
That was confusing to look at. I didn't know what happened.
it was just really close.
Okay.
Maybe the tuck that Kerstin did that took so long allowed her to do this.
Maybe,
Because
yeah.
otherwise Mark most likely would have played a bit safer. Mark not going for the flat burn here, interesting. Probably trying to go for a double instead, going for a double, yeah. That already put some dirt into Kerstin's deck, so Mark does now know where that is. But Mark just got his own dirt now because Tetris for Kerstin.
Oh,
Misflip.
or miss.
Miss
Yeah,
flip,
miss
I'd say.
everything.
Like if she spun it 180 degrees, it would have been pretty nice.
But she placed it and then it moved over.
I was just seeing the misplacement.
Yeah. So something missed. Doesn't really matter.
Next heads to Kerstin. Kerstin has then 16 lines left to go, and Mark is being pushed out.
What? Oh my
Looks
god.
like it was a mishap on Mark's side that just put him out.
So 2-2 again.
Yeah, 2-2.
Getting. So I could say, no matter what happens now, both players are really. No one should be ashamed of anything. That's high level for both.
Keep in mind, he promised us that if we get a decider, we will pass out. So
Yes, true.
maybe we need to call the ambulance soon.
Did you see Mark's miss? He was sliding his piece.
Yeah, but it worked out fine in the end.
Yes, it worked out very fine.
Oh, and here's I don't know her name, doing the correct strats, trying to talk to Mark to get him into looking away. That worked for like a split second.
Okay, Kerstin opens the well and takes the double, but at the same time clocks the well. Reopens it though. Mark is low, Kerstin not, but she has an accessible well and gets the long bar and puts Mark high up, but he gets a long bar as well. And Kerstin smartly stays low.
Yeah, about 3 Tetris left to go for both players. Mark, now 5 lines. 5 lines for Mark, 10 lines for Kerstin. This could be the game that Mark gets some of it back. Triple to Mark. Tetris to Kerstin. 1 line for Mark only. 2 lines for Mark. Kerstin gets the Tetris. Kerstin has the match point.
Oh my god. Kerstin
1 game left to go for Kerstin.
unthinkable.
2 games left to go for Mark. So let's start the countdown for Kerstin's match point in 3, 2, 1, Tetris!
That's insanely good. Okay, let's see. People are sweating. Oh. Okay. Nice. Long bar. And Mark is looking at the screen. Good. I'm too excited to talk too much. Both players kind of risky. Okay, well is open. The Kerstin, Mark has not the best stack and doesn't get the right pieces to open. Oh! Oh my god. What's gonna happen right now?
Oh my god.
Oh, Mark opens the well. That was almost over for Mark. Oh. Okay, wait. It's not over. It's not over. 7 lines, 10 lines. Oh, yes. Oh. Eine Linie, 1 line. Kerstin! And Kerstin wins! Kerstin, our one! Kerstin! She did it!
Huge GG's for Kerstin for winning the Game Boy CTWC Paris 2025 Finals!
Insanely good. Mark. Kerstin!
And of course, also huge GG's for our second place Mark. He put up an amazing fight. This was one of the closest Game Boy matches that I've ever seen. So congratulations Mark for place number 2.
Camera! Was?
And as we have just finished the finals, there's a lot of emotions in these players, so you know, Mark. Oh wait, of course we also have the medal for, I nearly forgot 3rd place. And let's not forget 3rd place being, of course, Tony. We have 3rd place Tony as well, of course, let's not forget him. So Tony, congratulations for 3rd place. And you know what? Let's do the honors, Tony, and follow me a bit for an interview.
Gratulation.
Gratulation?
Yeah.
Oh, gratulieren? What is the proper way?
Gratulation.
Okay, so let's get in front of the camera and yes, in the center. I just set up like, I don't know how perfect it is, but it should be pretty decent. So I'm gonna go to this side, you're on that side. So first of all, congratulations for winning the CTWC Paris 2025 Game Boy 3rd place. Huge congratulations, you played well and deserved this victory. I heard that you are one of the fastest players in Game Boy, so how much do you practice playing fast?
Actually, not that much, because the Game Boy tournament you can only play this if you have someone to play it with, you know. And there's not that many people who play it on a level that it makes sense to play against them. And I usually only play at the tournaments, or when we have a meetup or something, or when we are at CTAG and we're at the bar and playing Tetris or something like that.
Okay, but then it's amazing that you can play so quick.
Thank you.
And you also did most of the organization for the Game Boy tournament. So how much preparation does it take to set up all of the Game Boys and the interceptors and all of that stuff?
I think a lot of the work can be reused between tournaments. So the whole OBS scene, I did not change a thing since CTAG, or maybe a bit. But we did some other changes that you might have spotted.
Yep, like the interceptor.
The interceptor firmware that does not get cut off anymore. Also the ROM hack that does not get cut off anymore. That's Tolstoy's work. And also Pascal did the admin tool where we can give out the hearts and show the bracket and all that stuff. He made this, so that's awesome. And he probably had even more to do for that than I had for all of the rest that I did.
Okay. So is there any last word that you have for the people watching?
Thanks for watching.
Perfect. Okay, and thanks for the quick interview. I hope you weren't muted the whole time.
I also hope that. Yeah.
It would be amazing if you weren't.
Because I don't know why this is blinking now.
Please don't say battery low.
Oh, that would
be
be
kind of sad. Worst case scenario, I have more of these. Oops.
No, I mean we don't.
No, we have the second and first place left.
Yeah.
Bei Kerstin brauchen wir Übersetzung.
Yeah, then you can do it.
Okay.
This.
Okay, so.
Haben wir Kamera auf, oder?
Ja, wir stellen uns euch da vorne hin.
Abstandsform.
Yep, Ma, du weißt, wie das geht? Perfekt.
Ist es an? Ist es live?
Yes, we are currently live already.
Hello, hello, test, test, test.
Yes, well, you're not live necessarily. I have
I'm
to
not live.
use a new microphone. It doesn't work. It doesn't matter. Is it this one then?
Test, test, test.
Yes, that was you. Okay, perfect. So, you know our second interview partner here being Mark. So that's right in front of the camera. So, first of all, congratulations for performing this amazingly well. You can come closer if you want, I don't bite.
Danke!
You're welcome. Of course, you have won the CTEC 2024 Gameboy Finals and now you're second place. Would you say that, would you call yourself one of the best Gameboy players in the world?
Did you say one of the best?
Yes.
Yes, I would call myself one of the best Game Boy players in the world.
That's perfect to know. So, how much do you practice in between these tournaments?
So, the last time I played Game Boy Tetris was at the Wiesbaden tournament. And before the Wiesbaden tournament, the last time I played Game Boy Tetris was probably at CTEC.
So you're kind of like Tony, you only play Game Boy when there's a live event.
Yeah, actually I wasn't even planning on playing Game Boy here. So I didn't even bring my Game Boy, and then I just was like, why not?
You still performed amazingly well on rented hardware. So, would you say that it's even worth bringing your own Game Boy? Or is it just fine to get a random one?
Of course it is. Probably it's as important as with NES Tetris maybe. I mean with rolling in Tetris it's more important to bring a controller in NES Tetris. But like in Game Boy, when you're doing the two-player mode, you have to tap so fast, and you have to switch between push-down and everything so fast that like you really have to be used to the D-pad. Luckily, the D-pads I use today from the Swiss players are also really good and are kind of similar to mine, so it wasn't too bad. But yeah, it's you should bring your own Game Boy.
Okay. So, do you have any last words for the viewers?
Yeah, I wanna give one last shout out to Kerstin, because what I really wanted to say is that I don't feel like I played very badly in the finals or something. Of course I was the favorite, whatever. I don't feel like I played badly. I don't feel like I choked or something. I just feel like I actually got outskilled here from Kerstin. So I want to like make it clear that like she didn't win because of luck or because I played badly. She just played amazingly. Like that's all.
Okay then. Thanks for the interview.
Thank you.
Next up on stage is Kerstin.
Really quick to her 30 seconds.
Oh yeah, sure. And I believe we need a translator, so I give the microphone to Tolstoy.
Oh, what am I doing here?
Of course, the honors of doing the final interview is gonna be for. It's gonna go to Gunther.
Just a small word, and then if you wanna.
Oh. Okay, wait.
I tried to say it in German, but it's not good. But Gratulation. You played very well. I hope you appreciated this tournament. Did you have fun?
Yes.
You had fun?
Yes, I have fun. Really fun.
I'm happy that you came and very well played.
Thanks.
In the tournaments.
Thanks. It's unreal.
Yeah, it's
really unreal.
it's a good surprise.
If you wanna turn around towards the camera.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yes. It's very good surprise, but yeah.
Yes.
It was very nice to see.
Yes. Thanks.
And I'm happy that you had fun.
Yes, I have much fun.
Yes. Yeah.
Ja, es war ein richtig geniales Turnier. Also richtig viele knappe Spiele dabei, aber es war richtig genial. Und ich glaube es noch nicht ganz.
It was an awesome tournament.
Yeah, she said that it was a really good tournament. Very close games a lot of times, and was das noch?
Ist sehr unreal.
Was?
Unreal.
She feels like it's unreal, the whole situation. Like she is overwhelmed, I guess.
Will you come back?
Yes.
Nice.
But it's really weit.
Far?
It's really far.
But it's good that you came at least this year.
Yes. but I hope I come again.
Yeah. Jakob, did you have a question?
I heard her say, please not so much more, but the positive thing is you can just talk in German and he will translate it.
Oh, I translate in English.
Oh, so that we talk in German, you just translate both of us.
I don't know.
That's gonna be a lot of fun.
Okay, that's gonna be fun.
Als erstes alles Gute zum Sieg hier auf der CTWC Paris 2025, dem Gameboy Turnier.
First off, what did you say?
Congratulations.
Congratulations on winning the first, winning the France Gameboy tournament. I need to listen.
I believe this was you.
This is so fun. This is so fun.
Das müsste dein erstes echtes Turnier gewesen sein vor Ort. Wie fühlt es sich an, das direkt gewonnen zu haben?
So, that has to be your first real-life tournament, which it is not. But
It's two.
But
I was in Copenhagen.
How does it feel? Wie fühlt es sich an?
Ja, unreal. Es ist,
Unreal.
Ich bin sehr nervös dabei gewesen, aber es waren richtig schöne Spiele und vor allem Spiele, wo ich nie gedacht hätte, dass ich gegen die Jungs gewinne. Also Wahnsinn.
So she said she was super nervous all the time, and she still can't kind of believe that she won against these good people here. So yeah, but that was 100% skill, if I may say so.
As Mark said, genau. Hast du noch irgendwelche letzten Worte für die Zuschauer?
Any last word for the public, the audience?
Es lohnt sich auf jeden Fall immer zuzugucken, es macht immer Spaß, es ist, wie man sieht, sehr spannend und ich hoffe, es wird noch viele weitere solche Turniere geben, die dann gestrieben werden und ihr sie anschauen könnt.
That was so much. She said it's well worth it to watch all these tournaments and to go to the tournaments. That's what I interpret, and that she hopes that there will be a lot of more of these tournaments in the future, and yeah, she's that everyone can watch these tournaments and hopefully come to these events. That's what I'm saying now, and because this community is awesome because of all the people. That's what I'm saying, but that's what she's thinking, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, very well played. And thanks to everyone involved in this tournament, I guess. Well, it was really fun.
Also, of course, huge thanks to me for all of the viewers. I thought that we had like 70, 80 viewers at some point, so huge thanks that you enjoyed Gameboy Tetris this much. And of course, tomorrow, starting at, I believe, 11 again, so 9 UTC, we will have the second half of the NES tournament. And for all of you people in person, Gunther has ordered pizza, which means we will have the CTM Classic Tetris monthly watch party for the Mega Masters finals. So yeah, over here we watch some Tetris, and the people online, see you tomorrow again. 11 AM local time on 9 UTC.
Thanks for watching.